and go.
Hello, and welcome to the Dread Plains. Quick reminder, as per usual, if you're willing or able, please turn off your light because it does ever so much help the mood. Now, we had little rolls before the start of this, and they were truly abysmal, which is a great start to any session. So, with that in mind, we'll do something unique today. To give us the explanation of what happened last time, we will have both Spook and Curls do it in tandem. I'm sure it'll be as disastrous as their rolls.
Right, Curls, you ready? 1, 2,
3.
I approach the cliff.
The tree line. The thing is, we write the same shit down. Okay, so we approach the tree line. They say I'm panicking for some reason. I've been in a meeting today, and this is giving me flashbacks.
Just picture Nemo in his underpants.
But
I don't want to picture Cthulhu in his underpants.
Ghost pants.
Well, they were a bunch of
His gender.
crow people.
We're ravens.
We're ravens.
Yeah,
Crow
raven people.
Slightly racist.
I'm so tired.
Crow people. Crow people.
It's the crew people.
The creeple. It's the creeple. Anyway, I do that to roast me, Das. Don't make that face. They had been attacked by dark forces, and the wine was important for morale. Jesus Christ, sleeping medication is bad for me.
Oh shit, that might be.
And then they said that the winery had been taken over by dark druids of the forest that were corrupted by Strahd. I need to Stroud. Jesus Christ. Today's not going well.
Hello, I'm a Strood.
Just picturing the dark druids as those dark Morris dancers you told me about.
Oh yeah. With bells on.
Wooden Stroud. Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
I have a note.
I just
that
looked
reads
them up.
Actually, fuck the Swall Kenku. I don't know what the context for that is.
I think it was when you realized they looked somewhat like Kenku.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff that isn't important. Spook save me.
Then Krauser decided to head forward and
turn.
attract as many of the creatures as possible, and we would then burn them in holy fire, which sort of worked. There was definitely a fire, and things definitely burnt.
No, it didn't work. We nearly all died.
Some things burnt. The
Mostly
plan was-
you.
I mean, yeah, but it was a mostly successful attack. I may have come close to death, ever so
Now,
slightly.
Marin, not all of us nearly died. I had an escape plan.
Yeah,
he
so
was
did
gonna
I,
use
but
his
that doesn't
earth
stop
tremor
it.
Yes, it's highly damaging earth tremor.
as he claps the ground, and everyone goes, "Oh."
Did it work?
To be fair, it actually did help
Something
when I
tells me I
used
should
it.
not mention highly damaging attacks for some reason.
Oh yeah,
This
when you shot him in the
introduction
back.
has been truly special. But
Anyway, so yeah, we had the
I
fight.
think we've covered the
I
gist
nearly
of it.
died.
Yeah,
the,
and we
main
won.
the main things to cover was we were told to avoid brown mold when we went inside the place.
That's important.
That was
Very
important.
true.
Something that we need to remember. Avoid brown mold. We have cleared out, to our knowledge. We've had druids have stopped coming out, and spiky things have stopped coming out, and everything is more or less dead. Me nearly included.
Yes.
And that was exactly where we left the session.
Indeed, because it was running awfully long. But without further ado, let us go back into the Dread Plains.
I thought he was going to say, let's go back into combat. I was like, wait, what?
Roll
No,
damage.
The green dragon that watches over all of them has arrived.
Hey, Dash, have you considered using an enemy other than a dragon in D&D?
if there is any other kind. What do you... It seems fake, but okay.
You're the one to fucking call me out?
That's very
That's
fucking true.
Remind us, it's on the internet for the world to see.
And what would you all like to
Long rest.
long rest.
Long rest, please.
You now stand in a field of dead.
Ash.
Mostly, yeah.
If we watch the house for a minute, does anything move? Like inside.
Except for some horses making some noises. You are pretty much clear of all.
I'm going to grab the legs of the bodies of the druids and drag as many as I can, as long as it takes, into the pile near the twig blights, and I'm going to set them on fire.
Yep, there are still some embers in that bonfire, but with a bit
But
of
first
stone,
I'm going
especially
to
with
loot
magic.
those sons of bitches.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't one of them have a cool staff?
Yeah, I wonder if
Asking
I
for a friend.
have a look at it.
You are not getting that.
I pick it up.
Says who?
I pick up the staff.
Me.
Again,
Get all
says
my
who?
shit
I mean,
back.
I was kind of the first one to say with the baddies, but
Yeah, I think someone, in all fairness, I think someone's got there before me because I was quite far back. But
Yeah.
As long as I have my
I mean, if
sword
no one
in
else is gonna take it,
Hey, I pick up the staff. Done.
Do not pick that up!
the
I pick it up.
You pick up the stuff. There's a gnarled, horrid-looking black staff.
Cool.
Make a wisdom save.
I want that so bad! So bad!
make it int save.
Ooh.
No, not in, please.
Exactly.
Huh.
He called a vampire staff. Please put it back down.
Why?
Vampire staff can mean anything.
Yeah, there's...
But none of them good.
I don't know
It
that.
might drain your enemy's life force and give it to you. That's good.
Might also. Somebody got taken!
It wasn't me.
it's
Bye, Kay!
Oh,
Bye,
oh
Rip
no! Oh
Fucking told you!
He's
Fucking
fucking
told-
dead.
no! God damn it.
Look, I know in real life that that's a bad idea, but Marin fucking wants it.
And we're back.
Fuck. That was real intense.
He has to look up some stuff.
No matter what it is, we refer to it as a vampire staff, and it belonged to vile druids. I do not believe any of us should be wielding such an artifact. More importantly, can any of us even identify it magically?
I mean, no, but I'm sure we can.
Then we do not know the full dangers of that item.
Only one way to find out then.
Yes, leave it alone!
We
No,
won't find
then
out.
you learn nothing.
We will learn absolutely zero if we leave it alone.
And you avoid
Okay.
any risk. Cthulhu, fuck off! This is not your campaign!
Yeah, but there's no reward without a little risk. Everything we're doing here is a risk.
He only wants to keep the staff now because it aggravates you. It is best to just drop this.
Hey, Marin, do you want to try this out? I'll just pass it to Marin.
I will take a look at it.
You take a look at it. Are you taking a look at it in any special way?
I'm just checking my spell list.
For that,
Nemo, we had a short rest today, didn't we?
No.
not since the fight.
No, not since
No, I
the
don't
fight,
think
but
we
like
have at all.
since we got to town. I think we had like a short rest in town, and then
Oh
we
yeah,
got-
we had a short rest in town.
Okay,
Yeah. that
I'm
was-
going to
Yeah.
because I get it back on a short rest. I'm going to cast. I think I can do this. Hang on, I can cast Detect Magic on self once per short rest. I want to see if the staff is magical.
hey, Spook, there's a table there.
Actually, it's a desk.
Okay, chuck out the spell card for me.
Oops, sorry, right away. I would do for about magic, but instead, do I have it prepped in my spell list? Just
I'm going to continue eating my
Druid.
druid and twig bob.
I'm like curiously looking around to see if any of the bird people show up.
Yeah, it appears that the that flock of ravens that was helping you, the two flocks, I should say, have gone to.
Gone to
You
where,
saw
sorry?
them fly off in that direction after doing a sweep around the place to make sure there was nothing left.
I'm gonna put that shield back on. Some
Did anybody else want to loot?
Not the bodies, but I want to go and just have a look around the actual winery, just as a group, just to make sure there's no one else lurking inside.
That will probably come next.
Yeah, do we want to... I mean, we can sneak up.
Yes, when you cast Detect Magic, there is a few magic items among your party, but there seems to be one more on your little lizard friend, well, kobold friend I should say, than you calculated there to be.
And the staff?
The staff does indeed appear to be magical.
Can I detect any schools that are involved in them? Like, if they can cast a spell, is it like a spell from X or a spell from Y? Do you get me?
Yep. The one on...
I'm asking for both items, Spook, you cow.
You didn't ask
The
about
one
your
on the
dwarf.
staff appears to be conjuration magic primarily.
Ah.
And the one on around your kobold friend appears to be divination in.
And okay, so I'm looking between the pair of them, and Hadrian has all this intensity towards Marin. It's not like aggression; it's more just like sternness. But the moment like he gets to detect magic, and he can pick up that she's conjuration, and then he gets that whiff from Sarah, his eyes just immediately dart down to her. Sarah, do you find anything new?
No?
Can I look through your bag?
Okay.
I like literally go through her items to find what the fuck this is.
I got a spear, I got some darts, I got some clothes, I got a wolf tooth,
I
got
bet it's the dragon thing.
I got a storybook, I got a pound of butter, I got my silver dragon toy, and I got my
The butter is magic. It's evocation.
and I got
It'll
my
blow you up.
Batmobile.
You eventually go through, and it's a bit tricky, but because every now and again it seems like something's blocking the thing, and then you eventually realize it's in a coin bag. And eventually, as you're looking into a coin bag, you see some sort of magic seems to have imprinted on the inside of her coin bag.
Son of a bitch.
Divination.
Yep.
I wouldn't know about any. I wouldn't know about any kind of like magic in particular that's divination that would be involved in that. But I can I make an Arcana check to get a vague idea what Hadrian would know about the type of magic that is divination, because you can get an idea that that's that area, but can you
Roll
understand
an
like
Arcana
what
check. Go ahead.
what they could do? Nope.
Nope. Yeah, you know divination magic is usually for seeing things that go unseen in one format or another. Divination is a wide field. You know very basics of divination.
I would wonder if it's just
So
that
you
platinum
guess-
piece you acquired.
I just like palm the coins in her from her pouch, and I like poke it inside out. Do I see any like markings or like anything that's literally been like as if magically or otherwise scribed into the?
With your detect magic, you can sort of see the marking on it. It looks about the size of a coin. And yeah, the coins themselves are fine, but like at some point, the inside of a coin bag has been marked with a coin-shaped magical divination magic.
Can I borrow a knife?
Shh.
Thank you. I poke it inside out, and I literally just try to scrape off that layer. There's like, you know, like there's a bit of thickness to a leather pouch. I try to scrape off the front layer where that sigil is.
Aww.
Just got hold of
Roll
it.
Roll a what the
roll a
fuck?
dexterity check to see how well you do.
Aww.
With my high wisdom, would I think that's a bad idea and let someone else do it?
I mean, you can do, but the problem is you discover if you just run the knife across it, is it does seem a little resilient to cutting. And the question is, yes, you can. You're pretty sure you can get either damage it or at least remove it. The question becomes whether or not it's still going to be a viable pouch when you're done.
Might be easier to just simply throw it away and get another one.
Aww.
I think so as well.
Have any of the
Sorry.
druids got a coin pouch on their belts?
Sarah, just hold on to your money for a second.
Perhaps
If you
Frank
want to go
could cut a
looting,
creature
roll
and use its
investigation.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can I help him?
3 of you can roll investigation.
Would you like advantage?
You're right, Espo.
Don't know if you guys need any help.
I mean, you're pretty hurt. Maybe you should just take a seat.
As you wish.
Just rest up.
No.
Yes.
Since this is possibly a short rest that we are doing right now, can I go ahead and use my cunning artisan ability and craft myself a shield out of the bodies?
Yes, you can. After they loot the bodies, you start piling together bone and tying it together with sinew, and it is disgusting, macabre.
Oh,
but,
no.
Well crafted.
Sorry. Bone and hide from a slain beast, construct, dragon, monstrosity, or plant creature. So it's not the humans.
So it's some
You
tweak
could-
somewhere.
Yeah, you could make a wooden shield out of some of the your more wooden things that weren't chucked on the fire yet. But yeah, you could make a good wooden shield. If you look at it at the right angle, you can still see one of their faces.
Nice!
I'm gonna make a note of that. Thrak has a face shield.
Only at the right angle. It does. It looks like it's in pain. I've got 2 investigations. I said so. Somebody else want to roll or?
Sure.
Sure, Jane.
See if you can roll a 17 as well.
Yeah.
Or not. Jeez.
What's here?
You were saying?
Everything. The staff whispers secrets to her, and she begins finding everything on their bodies.
These druids don't appear to have much on them, being people of nature. However, having said that, Curls, I would like you to roll a d1.
A D100?
Yep.
Big hundo.
Find
Hundo!
the sword of dragon slaying. It was in his back pocket because random loot table.
I tried to just do /D100. 22.
Just my age.
You find upon him a wineskin, which you assume he has at some point taken from somewhere around here. It does appear to have wine in it.
Fine.
Don't drink that.
Coming from you.
I was about to say.
I will say, because I'm feeling particularly generous, Hadrian, you do detect magic on this wineskin.
Ooh.
Wait, on the flask?
The wineskin, yes, and it
Type?
you don't get the type before it disappears. I was being generous because it really shouldn't
Okay.
have lasted that long.
Yeah, she just like grabs it up and I go,
Oh, magic! I didn't see what color. Because we all know magic comes in colors.
yeah. Rainbow! That wineskin is magical.
Cool.
Okay, so shall we have a quick rundown of the house just make sure there's no one else left?
Yeah.
As you wish.
It is at this point you do see the family is heading up towards the house.
We should speak with them as well before continuing.
You should. Yeah, I'll go up to them.
Time of day is it, Nemo?
Dark.
Day.
Yeah.
Is it dark or darker?
It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's pretty day.
About 600
I actually have
feet
this
square.
written down. It is about 6 p.m. by your guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'll approach the family.
So it's getting dark as
Just
shit.
remind me what you look like. Thank you. You did an amazing job. There was so many of them. The Ravens told us it's an amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was a difficult battle. There may still be more inside, though. You should wait
The
here.
Ravens did a
Wait.
swing round. They seem to think it's clear, but by all means, just go ahead. We'll start checking the fields and see what damage has been done.
Right there.
We did our best to contain the battle outside.
No, it's you certainly did well. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll head inside.
I follow
Just-
behind.
Just
We really need to get the ability to identify things.
none of us.
We're
Really-
moving quietly, Mordecai.
Yeah, just quietly go around the house, just checking all the rooms, making sure there's no bad guys and definitely nothing to steal. The usual.
I took on Hadrian's trouser leg and just be like, pouch, pouch.
What does she point at when she says pouch?
I'm pouching at like the Raven people because somebody said that we could ask them.
So, Nemo, I currently don't have his name up, but his name was Davian Martikov.
That is correct.
Davian, might I ask something of you? We found a
yes,
small
certainly.
magical scribe that was unfamiliar to us on the inside of Sarah's pouch for coin. I was wondering if you might have something small that could serve her as a coin pouch for her.
Certainly, once we get inside, I'm sure we have an old pouch lying around.
Wonderful, I just wanted to bring it up, thinking, there we go, Sarah.
Yay!
And we all
A pouch of the Raven Queen. It was worse.
make a constitution saving throw.
Oh no! You find a bag of devouring. Don't think you're supposed to tell us that. You find a bag. Do you put your hand in it? No!
Oh, passes. You twat.
So you're looking around this house for not only monsters, presumably some stuff to loot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we? We are looting somebody's house, Mordecai.
I am. Like,
What's your name?
It's a Krauser.
You think I'm bad? I just want to punch things. I'm not going to rob an innocent family.
just seeing if there's anything. If there's anything that the druids left behind.
Glass blower tools. There's a lot of wine making, various things for making wine. There's some. There's clearly a place where they ink the labels and all that. The more wine. There's a lot of things.
I don't think the Dark Druids would have hidden anything in these locked cabinets and drawers located in the bedrooms of these folk.
Oh, you never know. Like they
That's
could have.
the question. It's going to start getting suspicious if you're going to be in there for a long time. So, if you've got some specific places you want to look, I'll let you look. But beyond that, your cursory glance is only going to tell you the things I just.
You okay there, Juju?
No, yes.
Yeah.
I have not been worse.
I mean, you were pretty worse when I found you that first time. So, no, I'll leave it. I won't steal anything from the family. It's fine.
I'm proud of you, Mordecai.
But we need to make sure there's nothing else left in here that's evil that will to try and kill people.
It depends on your perspective of wine
Yes,
and alcohol.
you look around and yeah, clearly things are fairly dishevelled, and it looks like they were tampering with the wine vats, or at least in the process of.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, no, there is no nasties. That seemed to.
Okay.
Nemo. I'm going to spend. It's a ritual for 10 minutes, correct?
It
For
depends
like-
on what the ritual is.
If something has an action, it takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Yeah, a ritual is just at 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay. During this time, Hadron is going to kneel down and begin running over some bones that he has in a small pouch in his hand, and they like go between blackened and cleaned, and he's going to spend 10 minutes looking to cast detect poison and disease. And then it lasts for 10 minutes, and I'm going to do a walk around of all the vats of wine and everything like that. I'm not going to open anything, but like I'm going to make sure that there's nothing that's been poisoned. And once I get Davian with me, then I might do it again if I have to, if it takes too long, and go down to the cellar and make sure that's also safe.
Snot.
Poison's a ritual spell?
Detect poison and diseases. It is a ritual spell that is concentration.
Thought so. I'm just double checking. I should know that. I've used it myself. But yes, you go through, and one of the vats has been.
One of the vats has been poisoned?
Yep, out of the 4 vats, one of them was poisoned.
I point that out to him and say, this one has been tampered with to a point where the actual wine... Yeah, I know, like, this is seriously dramatic music for the fact of this wine!
I heard the music change as well.
Suddenly we go into a musical number from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
The bells help.
Hadron, have you inspected the wine sack that Marin found?
I was going to ask.
I would be able to detect that as well while I'm going about, if that's poison.
There's no poison or disease to it.
This one is not poisoned or diseased, but we don't know the true magical elements.
I'm working on it.
He seems quite happy, and he's like, "Oh, okay. We were cleaning one of the vats, and it is unfortunate that one was tainted, but I think it's thanks to your quick efforts that we didn't lose the entire."
Mm-hmm.
With the way things are now, it's
okay.
Yes.
No, sorry, that was just me in character or out of character. Sorry. If I may, I have the ability to purify food and water, but I cannot perform it today. I did not prepare it. However, if you would be so kind as to let us stay here for the night, even in a lobby, then
I
we'll
was certainly intending on it. Your friend looks quite badly beaten, and it is getting quite late. I would recommend staying here for the night.
I thought that would be
Inside check.
While I'm talking to him, I am going to inside check him, but that's definitely the yes. What do you think?
You can both do that.
My good rolls are done. Goodbye.
Marin has no idea, but Hadron, he seems quite genuine. He's very happy with the.
I give her the little nod and wink thing of like, yeah, he's. I give her the Gandalf.
He does also seem
Marin looks confused at you.
I will say, with that insight, that he's also. You get the feeling that he's going to request more. Not in the mean way. Just he is in more trouble. The family's in more trouble than.
Yeah, there's definitely like some. Okay, I might be able to get some more help off of them, kind of thing, than anything. I get you.
He definitely wants to help you, and even if you turned around and said, you get the feeling that even if you turned around and said, "No, we're done helping you," he would still be quite happy to reward you and everything. It's just like he trusts you now, and it looks like he might be leading up to something else.
Okay. Well, I would recommend we all find a way to rest here tonight. Tomorrow morning, I will perform a purify spell on the wine that has been fouled.
Yes, we will be doing some fixing, and I'll probably have the boys start to get ready to make some deliveries and that, because they're a bit overdue. But so we won't be using some of the rooms, so feel free to rest in those rooms.
It would be inappropriate of me to not ask, but is there more that you require? You seem troubled.
Yes. See, the winery has some secrets. Perhaps you would like to gather your comrades and... Oh, I'll tell you about it. It is a bit of a secret that best not leave these walls. But you have proven yourself more than trustworthy.
I use a gust cantrip. I was gonna say I was gonna use a gust cantrip, but it doesn't work to carry words. I can't use color of the winds on this shit, so I just gather everyone.
You gather everyone up, and you bring them all into the dining room.
Which is where in this?
See that?
Okay.
But
Stands ominously next to doorway.
I'm gonna do this way. That way I don't have to flip my icon around.
he's staying there. The rest are wandering around. Although you notice the two young boys and the very young girl seem to be sort of lingering around the door, mostly interested in Sarah. Because they just it's a kid, they want to play.
Not yet, Sarah. Maybe later. The fucking sound of disapproval you make, Blue, is the cutest goddamn thing. It's fucking.
As I told you before, the wine is special to Baroque. Alright, change tracks. It isn't just simple wine, it's a bit magical in nature. It's lift spirit as much as any other wine, but the grapes here don't grow just by the luck of nature alone. If that is the case, the darkness of this land would have destroyed it long ago. Make no mistake, good druid, it is a nature-based magic, it's just...
Now I'm gonna insight check him.
Go ahead. Just
because as much as Hadrian's been, this guy's given him no reason not to trust him at this point, it would be reminiscent of him not to be careful. You talking about my fucking plants? Talk about my plants, bro!
He's genuine as far as he knows.
Distant
Far as
dank
he knows.
Kush.
This is the dollar winery. How good can it be?
In my 100th year, this is what, as we would say, the kids would say, good shit. I do not say that in character.
Damn.
It took just a beat too long for you to say that.
I had to pause to breathe.
It was reported that...
It was reported... Cut out after that.
Oh, sorry. A wizard a long time ago brought us 3 magic seeds. They were planted in the vineyard. Each one had an effect of blessing the grapes here. It is why we can produce such wine in such troubled time. It was some years ago that we lost one of the seeds. And about 3 weeks ago, another of the seeds was dug and taken by Baba Lysaga.
Alright, you're gonna have to spell that name.
Baba space Lysaga.
Hang on. I heard the first bit.
Type it in chat, please.
Because you made my heart stop and I stopped thinking after you wrote the first word. I heard you spell that one.
Baba Yaga, but
Yeah, there's a reason my heart stopped when you spelled out Baba. I just stopped listening. I went,
oh my
shit.
god. I'm so fucking tired. I just wrote Baba Lasagna.
That's it, that's the name now! That's the name now! Baba Lasagna!
Baba Lasagna.
She's
so
gonna be
sorry.
so pissed when we find
She
her
is gonna
because
not like us.
She's gonna hate us so much. It's Baba Lasagna!
What is the reward for killing such a creature?
Basta!
Who is this Baba Lysaga?
Are you
We
okay
can't,
there,
guys,
Hayden?
we'll be killed.
You just had a stroke.
I'm quite old. How would you pronounce that then, Nemo? Is it Baba? Is it Baba?
Baba Lysaga.
Lysaga.
That's how I pronounce it.
Okay, Baba Lysaga.
I'm the DM, so I suppose that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, that's why I asked, because you make the rules. Baba
Baby
Lysaga.
lasagna.
Meh.
So, what is,
Bag
or
Baba.
who is this Baba Lysaga?
She is a dangerous hag.
I knew it.
What? Gave it away!
She sends her scarecrows here often.
Scarecrows.
What's she got next to Tin Man?
Leon.
We
Wait till you see the
normally-
fucking lion.
Look.
We normally fend her off, but due to some misfortune, she stumbled upon one of our seeds.
Did she personally
To
come
make
to take
matters
it?
worse, 5 days ago, when all this, he sort of gestures out the window, started, the third and final seed was taken.
All of your magic seeds are gone.
Exactly.
And without them...
Each one, with each seed, produced different. Each one produced one of the 3 wines of the winery. The Vistani sometimes bring wine in, but they haven't traveling in and out of Barovia for a long time. If the seeds aren't returned, the wine may run dry, and nothing will be left to keep the spirits up of the poor populace. Understand, the wine itself isn't magical, but when
Its production is magical. It requires magic to even have a hope of being grown here properly.
yes, the morale of this place will drop, and I dare say things may even get scarce, as it is almost a staple of the diet.
Well, at least we have our team name, Alcoholics Anonymous.
No.
No,
I mean, speak for yourself.
you are not anonymous.
We're flammable.
Not had a proper drink in a long time.
Well done. DM, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Hadrian knows of hags, considering his background, his
Yep,
race.
you know of
and
hags.
his and they are
Oh, God,
9 times out of 10
God.
nasty bitches.
But you also know that people are prone to calling things hags, whether or not they actually are.
But would I even
All
know
women
anything else?
casters get that a lot, and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate, but true.
Would I know anything of like animated scarecrows that would be sent? Like, would I know anything of something like that?
No, I don't think anime
No, that's fair.
before.
I've not had many farms under attack. If Karad were here, he'd be like, "Oh, I'll offer you an upcut before, yeah, pop a wank."
Very well, if we are to try and locate these seeds from this hag, do we have a starting point?
Well, you see, the hags and the druids don't really work together.
Just one is a scavenger for the other. The bear tears things down, and the wolves.
No, they took them at separate occasions, the seeds.
I'm more referred to the fact that one saw that you were weakened by the other and took an opportunity.
Most likely.
But where in this end, Hadrian begins getting out his map.
I was just about to say.
Just because you put it up on the map, it's like, get out the map. Time to maximize the screen. Let's see
that
where he
place we
points.
thought might be the winery, but isn't.
Ah, I'm glad we didn't go there now.
This
Yeah, me
fucking
too.
place.
It's a good
As he
thing we
spits
didn't
them.
take a detour.
Imagine if we did. Oh, this great terrible plague. Bitch, we found those.
I mean, we're about as prepared now as we were then.
Now we know there's one there.
Is there a letter associated with this?
It's the letter Y.
Oh,
Why?
oh, it's the The little mound
Oh, the one bottom left.
down here.
Oh shit!
Oh, for some reason it pinged a different point on the map for me. Yeah, now I see it.
That place is called Yester Hill.
Hadron begins getting out the spell books and gets ready to find
Yes,
Fuck
Sir Hill.
the
Okay.
fuck the hag spells.
That is where you'll find the Druids most likely. It is a sort of old burial site, a grave if you will. There is a tree upon it. They seem to worship there. It's not just the tree, but a horrid statue of Strahd as well.
Start the fucking phone.
And do we have a rough whereabouts on Zahag?
Before we get into that, I will mention that there is a... It's very much the edge of this realm, but in the mist people often report seeing there what looks like some sort of city in the mist. Don't be deceived, it is just that, an image. If you
Hadron's
fall
eyes
into the
glaze
mist,
over.
You will vanish not to return.
Hadrian's eyes glaze over. 5 of glyphs. A druid, evil tree, and a hill of graves.
Yep.
The ravens will help you find it.
Fucking!
Way ahead of you.
Oh boy! Freaking
Oh boy!
fortune tellers, man.
We'll talk more about that later. I have some thoughts.
Oh yeah, Druid graves on a hill, tree ravens.
You wrote that down?
Yeah, not as eloquently as you. Yeah, I literally just wrote Druid graves on hill, tree ravens can help. That was what she wrote.
Damn.
Also, while we're here, I pull out my mystery meat bag and ask if the raven knows what the symbol means.
Mystery meat.
He checks the bag and he sort of has to move the symbol into the light, and he says, yes, there's an old sort of, well, I suppose you'd call them a cult, although they have never really harmed the people of this land as far as I can recall. They a long time ago their source might have been a bit more dangerous, but they're a group of people who worship the consumption of meat. They hunt these lands for as an exotic a game as you can find in Barovia, but from my understanding
exotic?
they sort of changed tacks from the old days, whereas they used to go around taking meat off anything or anyone. The undead have left them a bit with a sour taste in their mouth, if you'll forgive the pun. And since then, yeah, they're not necessarily dangerous people, but I wouldn't be sure. But yes, that is this.
Okay.
Thank you. So, we will rest up, I believe, will be the best course of action, and we will plan for... And looking at that map, DM, we'd be able to make that and back in a day, correct? To this place.
To Yester Hill, yeah, it's fairly close by. And this
Just
is
wanted-
why
Did they
he's recommending-
say where the hag was? Did they know? The Baba Nisaga?
Of lasagna.
I had to load down. I've had to write down how to actually say it so I don't just say lasagna.
Bubblaboo!
Afraid can be a bit more hard to pin down. I can have the Ravens check, but She seems to travel.
Does she have any indicators that are very recognizable?
She is old and powerful. A withered woman. Nothing too specific. Most who see her don't report back.
Great.
Might be worth scouting for her then.
But not engaging. I think if she's like hags that I know of, she will be powerful. And if she has a habit of not leaving witnesses, she's dangerous.
Everything we do here is dangerous.
Yeah.
On a comparative scale, fighting a bunch of wolves or twig blights, she's on another scale.
But if she doesn't like the Druids.
And the Druids don't like her. But two things not liking each other does not mean you can make an ally of either.
Oh.
Enemy of my enemy.
Except they're all my enemy.
They're all your enemies. That's your problem.
Yeah. Got a point.
The Keepers of the Feather have been long since enemy of Barbarous. Although the Druids don't work with her, they find common ally in that Baba Yaga seems to be quite taken with Strahd, and as to the Druids do worship Strahd as some sort of god. The Saga, unlike the Druids, seems to have a particular vendetta against us, whereas the Druids seem to just be more working in Strahd's interest.
Do we have the vampire staff out?
I have it on my belt, probably.
What do you know of that staff?
I am afraid I am not well versed in the arcane.
Very well then, we have all agreed to begin our investigation. We will go to Yester Hill.
The seeds themselves are crystal, about the size of an acorn. You'll know it by its green glow. If you could return the seed, it would be... You could very well be saving what is left of Barovia.
Well, I think we'll certainly try. Besides, we have to come back here anyway. We've got to help with that delivery, right?
Oh, we can probably manage the delivery, but you are welcome to what wine we do have.
Thank
Not
you.
to mention, the keepers will see you well looked after. You will never pay for a drink in Barovia at any place we work.
That is greatly appreciated and a very kind of us. I think it is now time to see ourselves to rest and we can prepare for the morn.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'm looking at all the spells that can be like, fox it if it does this to you, fox it if it does.
Just out of character, are Fays fiends or are they Fae?
Hags out of character can vary. There are some that
okay.
some
Different
are
types are fiends and
yeah,
fays.
some are Fae, some are fiends. The
I might have
majority are Fae. But
Fae,
Okay.
yeah. Most of Fae.
No, it's
majority
my
of Fae,
favourite.
but there's
It's
like
just
two
my
that are
favourite enemy.
fiends.
My favourite enemy is fiends. I don't know. I know anything about hags. Yeah, it's cool. Alright, never mind.
And now I will spend 40 minutes not role playing while I look up a spell.
Yeah, I think we'll just take a rest then, Nemo. And then head to yesterday.
Yeah, where do they? Yeah, where do they give us to rest?
Just in this room.
They said we take some of the rooms,
You
right?
have all the rooms except for the children's room. So, if I pull you back to the other map, because it appears most of them are going to be working through the night. So all the rooms except for the one at the far left.
I saw you just zip into there.
Mine.
God damn it.
Fuck you guys.
We're gonna sleep on the carpet. Like a dog, just curled up.
Get out.
What is it with
This
barbarians
is my room.
sleeping on the floor of the angsty party member?
Well, no, mainly because Fracture's used to sleeping on the floor.
She chose the double bed.
Mine.
That was her first mistake.
Fair.
Well, I didn't want to share with you anyway, Juju, so... I bet that is.
Also, I saw nice, comfy floor mat and thought, ooh, I would like.
I shall sleep nearest the door in case anything happens.
Yeah. At one point during the night, Nemo, not like secretly or at all, I want to see if I can go get a bottle of the poisoned wine.
Ooh. Okay.
Sure.
Someone's got his thinking brain on.
Mordecai, where are you going? It is the middle of the night.
Thirsty.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
You go,
And in
you
the
go down
moment,
and
Juju
it's
lost 10 years of his life.
You're going for water, correct? Mordecai, I know you can still hear me.
He's gone.
I'll walk away.
Stupid flappy hoarder.
Yeah, it's easy enough to get an. There are plenty about, and to put some poisoned wine into the bottle.
Make sure you label it.
I label it.
Do not make
No,
your party
label-
member
yeah.
drink acid, for God's sake.
Oh god.
Not again.
The important thing
Ah,
is she
and I
didn't
am
drink
brought
it.
back to that existential crisis.
The important thing is she didn't drink it.
Nemo, my friend.
There are most of the labels are pre-made ones that say Purple Grape Mash number 3 and Red Dragon.
Yeah, I'll just grab whatever one and stick it on there. I don't carry bottles of wine
You're
with
not
me.
you're gonna go grab a blank one or anything. You're just gonna grab one.
Just whatever the nearest bottle is. I don't care what the label is. But I'm not
The
gonna.
bottles aren't currently labeled, so you'd actually have to grab a label and stick.
Yeah, just whatever the label is first that I say, I'll just grab it and stick it on.
That'd probably be the Purple Grape Mash
Great.
number 3.
What a great name for a wine.
So now we've got a catchphrase if he needs to poison somebody. Just do the mash.
Great mash. I'm
Do
telling
the
you,
mash.
I'm telling you, the Monster Mash should be our
Monster
party
The
name.
monster.
The Monster Mash should be our party name.
The monster crash, more like.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I'll just head back to bed.
Alright, you head back to. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, hi.
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
Unless anyone else wants to do shit.
I want to do something. In the night, Sarah can't sleep, so she gets up, wanders out the room, and wanders in.
Bitch, best make a stealth check. Trying to sleep past Dad.
You're asleep.
My passive perception's high.
Fine. I mean, I'm not being especially stealthy. I'm just walking out the room, but I'll do it.
Go ahead.
14.
14's my passive. She beats it.
So I just get up, walk out the room,
Tap 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 tap.
tap 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 tap, and I walk into Marion and Frack's room.
This might relate to the thing I'm about to ask then.
And I clamber over Thrak while he's asleep, and then go up to Marin's bed and tug on her until she wakes up.
1 second. Oh. Nemo, how long does it take to teach Wave a new form?
Not too long, so you're probably in the process of doing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach. Can he learn? I don't know what Wave can learn. Can Wave learn a spear, for example?
A spear? Do you have a spear?
I think I do. I have one in my inventory.
You have to show him the... Yeah, if you have a spear...
I don't know why I have a spear, but I have a spear.
Starter equipment.
Yeah. If I can, Sarah might come into me teaching Wave how to spear things, which might influence her decision making.
Have you met Sarah? No, it won't.
He stretches out his tail long, and he sort of pushes his 3 front face tentacles into, and from the 3 sharp face tentacles, little sharp bits pop out just at the end, but by focusing them all together, it makes a nice spear point.
Good job.
If I may, mistress, I haven't eaten in a while.
That's not generally... That's not generally something you want to hear from a weapon.
As I mentioned earlier, the last time I ate was the good berry your druid friend gave me, but I can eat much anything that you eat. I do need food.
I think I have some rations. I'll give him them. I'll give him some rations.
He happily eats the ration.
Yeah, I'll make sure from now on, if Hadrian ever does good berries, to take an extra one for Wave.
Yeah, he's much like feeding a small animal.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just like a small animal, so that's something you'll have to
I will bear that in mind.
think about.
Nice.
He does mention, however, it's like you seemed a bit nervous there. It is true that I could eat our fallen enemies, but that isn't a requirement or anything.
It's fine. It's been a stressful day.
Understand.
Just a little on edge. You can't tell if this staff gives you a bad vibe, does it? Can you?
No.
Didn't think so. It's just checking, but thank you.
It looks like wood.
Understandable. Rest up, friend. I'll need you tomorrow. At this point, probably, Sarah. I think... Hang on. There's 14 people.
So you come into Wave eating on the bed, just...
Yeah! 14 very much
beats his eyes looking at you while his beak's on the underneath.
I just stare back at him for a bit.
He sort of waggles his tail a little bit.
Okay, spell's prepared.
Yeah, Marin's sitting there taking notes, she doesn't notice you come in at all.
And Sarah just walks up and just goes, Marin?
Oh god, Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
What are you doing up?
Can't
Shouldn't you
sleep.
be asleep? Oh.
Can't sleep.
And so you came to me? Hadrian's in your room.
Sarah reaches into her bag and pulls out her big book and just goes, Story!
This is the one you can't read, yeah?
But you can read.
Yeah, it's called Feyborn.
Oh. Sarah awkwardly tries to clamber on the bed, but she's a little too small, so it's like a cat trying to climb onto a bed.
I would assume she would just climb onto Thrak, and then from Thrak jump onto the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh hey, here's a nice little platform.
Yeah, clamber over Thrak. Sarah will happily climb on top of the sleeping crocodile. She's not concerned.
Just little scratch at a scales.
His tongue hanging
Wave sort of gives you a look of a cat that's like, you can come on, but I ain't
This is wave space now. There. I will help Sarah up.
If Wave sees you to go to help her up, he just whips out his tail, just grabs her by the waist, and deposits her on the.
Thank you, Wave.
Thank you.
If I page through this book that Sarah has real quick, it seems good, yeah? It seems safe for kids? I don't know. Not that Marin would care, but I just want to know.
I mean, it's a weird arcane fae book. It seems like it's not going to attack or do anything, but it's even to your eyes, there's words in there that just aren't holding form. Like there's the readable stuff, but there's a bunch of stuff that could very well just be living text.
Like it's not even a language, so like, oh man, okay. I'll find a bit that's like long enough that I don't get to any of those bits if I can.
Yeah, I've
Although
written
I
down
think
all the stuff that's currently
if I read
readable.
long enough, I wouldn't get to one of those bits before Sarah fell asleep.
You're about to be pleasantly surprised.
But yeah, Marin will read some of it to Sarah if she can't read it.
Yeah, I think it's in your journal.
Ooh.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Poor Gilneas.
But yeah, most of the words
Like the
that
shit
are in
out of
there
that
are
shit.
written in common and silver.
Yeah,
I do not stay awake very long.
I'll read I'll probably get through half the way through one of these poems and Sarah probably fall asleep.
Yeah, I made a roll. I made a roll. She doesn't stay
title.
awake very long.
Thank you. Cool.
So there's now a sleeping baby kobold on your bed.
Marin is probably says aloud, so Wave will probably hear how the fuck did I get here? And I will Marin kind of looks at Sarah and goes to bed and does not make a terrible decision today.
Oh no, that's a pretty terrible decision. Hadrian wakes up.
Oh no!
Everyone wakes up.
Where's my baby?
Adrian gets
Oh
fucked.
no!
I will lock the fucking door.
You guys ever seen Batman Begins?
No, it's the fucking start of fucking Taken, is what it is.
No, alternatively, it's like that bit in SpongeBob where he just sort of imprints through the wall and then the wall explodes.
Very
no,
different
You're
references.
all getting the very wrong idea. It's like the end of the second season of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm getting this really dark energy coming from that.
Dragon Ball, give.
Ah. I know, I'm asleep.
How many of us have to roll weird saving throws in the night?
Funny you should mention that.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought so.
Time to say goodbye. I'm the only one alone in our room.
Who is it? Is it me?
Not me.
It's me. No, it's not.
No? Who is
Oh.
it?
Who is it?
That's
Oh, it was Dust.
Oh,
He's
God,
the
that's
one- You left him!
You left him
I'm
in
a
the door!
baby! What am I supposed to do? I'm a baby!
You've left your father!
I'm a baby! What am I supposed
I
to do?
abandoned my father!
How am I supposed to protect? He's meant to protect me!
How am I supposed
I'm 4!
to
He's
protect-
400!
I shouldn't have drunk all those beers! I can't protect them!
I can't protect them.
Shout out to anyone who knows that reference.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I know
oh
that
boy,
one.
oh boy.
Is this the first time it's not been me?
Probably.
In the middle of the night?
oh, in the middle of the night, yeah.
In the middle of the night.
This is the first time you've not slept alone.
True. Not by choice. Y'all can fuck off.
3 of you in one room. It's the most people see that in one room. she's sleeping.
I'm sure it's fine. If we hear screaming, we'll know it's not.
Guess he'll die.
He will.
Oops.
We got too many assholes in this party for anyone to help. He's screaming in the night.
Oh, these are all an insight check.
Hey.
Not a good one.
Natural 2.
He's got +6?
Uh-huh.
Fucking
Okay, he's a
druids,
druid.
man.
Wisdom and
Wisdom and proficiency.
proficiency.
Oh, Blue, I'm so glad that you let me read this book.
I'm glad you can read it, because I can't.
I can read all of it.
You said it was
Except for
called,
the...
you said it was called Feyborn?
It's called Feyborn. I knew that from the second you picked it up, and I only just told you. It's mostly in Sylvan. Mostly.
It's my book. Which I can't read.
Right. Potentially.
Been down there for a while, huh?
Yeah. See, the one this happened to me, you guys suddenly didn't trust me anymore.
No, we never trusted you to begin with.
Yeah.
We just trusted you less.
I think this is a passive effect that just continues until I die.
I think it happens to a lot of people that get taken down to whispers for an extended time. People just assume you were told something and you're not telling us what it is.
We should just go down there and go, well, hello, my
yeah,
dear.
because it's
No.
it's usually true.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
The weird foreshortening of Blue's arm every time she reaches into Spook's camera is never not funny to me.
Oh, they're not on the same. They're not next to each other.
Hang
anymore.
on, wait.
They
Hold
are
that
on my
phone
screen.
for a second
Hold
so
on.
that I can Snapchat it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know too.
There we go.
Comedy.
Incidentally, hi Simon.
Hi!
Long time no see.
It's been a long time.
Das is definitely dead now.
He's probably died. That's been
Yeah.
a very long private whisper.
You wake up in the
Make a
morning.
deal with the deal with the devil, make a deal with the devil in black.
That's his next character. That's his next
Yeah,
character.
you guys know what class. Little did we know the campaign's continuing in DM's whispers, and we're all dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody died that night.
He's just questioning, like, so everybody else dies. How is it you managed to get out?
He's rolling insight
He's rolling
again.
insight again. You're not allowed to do that.
You certainly can. I've had interactions that had more than one insight roll.
I say running a campaign where people insight check people every 5 minutes.
I like
Did you see the top of his
Simon's
head?
idea for names of the party members.
Monster Slash, Monster Smash, Monster Crash, and Monster Trash.
And the fearless leader,
Who
Monster
is-
Jazz.
Who is who?
We'll let you guys decide that. I'm Crash. Even Core thinks Das is dead now.
He's gone. Ripperinos.
It's when the music changes that we have to start worrying. It's like it's like when you hear the boss music, but the boss hasn't spawned.
Boom, boom, boom.
When you walk into a vaguely arena-shaped room in Dark Souls, but you don't see anything.
Oh, I wonder why there's health pack ammo here.
Why is there a save point here?
That's interesting.
I like the idea
Oh,
that,
hello.
Mordecai goes downstairs to get this poison wine as whoever comes in walks just like behind him and just goes upstairs and he's just like, yeah, I'm sneaky as fuck.
See, if it's Strahd, he has to be invited in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
not a happy face.
That's
Or he's already
not
been
a-
invited in.
Oh, look at that unhappy face. Well, no, because he'd have to be invited into Das's room because it's Hadrian's space.
But is it not done on the property? I don't know.
I mean,
what-
but technically Hadrian's occupying that room, so
it's
it would
not,
be.
it's not his room though, is it? It's...
Yeah, but the person who would have granted access would not be the one inhabiting the space, right?
I don't
Well, I
know.
don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I don't know how
Because
vampires
otherwise,
work.
all vampires could enter taverns.
It's
Oh,
down
I-
to interpretation.
Well, I thought vampires worked on Right. Who owns that
Door
property?
to door base.
It's crossing
Is
the
it door to-
threshold, isn't it? Is what it's referred to. Crossing
Yeah, I
the
thought it's threshold of the building. I didn't know if it was on bedrooms.
Interesting.
I don't know
I
how
am
vampires
uncertain.
work in this world.
Otherwise, you could just like do create walls. And just create walls
I
around
make a
yourself.
door.
Like,
This is Stroud's ultimate enemy.
That's why I stole the door in
You just
Oakcroft.
draw a circle in the
Stroud
sand.
and Voxmark and I have a lot in common.
Just draw a circle in the sand and go, "This is my land now, and you can't enter it."
That'd be fucking great if you could do
That's
that.
still not a
Sure
happy face.
Hope he's thinking that's his thinking face for his next character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just recreating one now.
He's really
He
thinking
would
hard.
so play a sorcerer in the next one.
No, he'll just want to smash.
He would blow up playing as Merok or something, just being like, "Oh my god, yes, yes."
Really doesn't
Oh,
look,
he'd go
really
paladin.
doesn't look very happy at all.
No, he doesn't.
He's talking to someone.
Let's
Right.
revel in it.
He had to inside check someone, so someone must be there.
Twice.
He's gone crazy. He's talking to himself.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh shit! He's awake.
That's a good sign. At least he's breathing.
Well, I think we're all awake after that.
Yeah.
Bold assumption. That would imply that
No.
I care.
That would imply that I care.
Adrian gets up and is immediately looking around, does not see her in the room, and the shouting continues as he kicks open the door. Sarah!
Poke my head out the door. What the fuck is wrong? Why are you shouting?
Is this the middle of the night or is this the morning?
This is the morning.
Oh,
I
thank Christ.
storm over to where I
Hit
think
points!
I will all say you've all benefited from a long rest before we continue this.
Thank you.
Okay, thank God.
I'm not dead anymore.
Thank fuck.
Give me
Adrian.
life back and give me my one spell slot.
Hey, I'm trying to get a lay in. What is wrong?
Coins.
whatever way that door opens, it's either opening or I'm taking it off.
You fling the door open. Fortunately, none of them. Well, is this door locked? I wouldn't think it.
Sarah got in.
To my
So
room?
unless you had
Sarah
a
got
special
in.
way-
Like,
Sarah left.
No, you swing it
Yeah.
open. You nearly trip over a thrack, which well, I wouldn't say trip over him because he's even laying down. He's quite a height even for you. But yeah, you see Sarah is sleeping there.
Hadrian is in a cold sweat and his eyes are bloodshot. And he just sees Sarah and he just runs over and just grabs her, just holds her. And it's just this big hug.
Dude, what the fuck? Get out of my room. I'm trying to sleep.
I could have been in the all together and you come.
Oh.
Wave sort of crawls to the edge of the bed and he sort of like trying to push you away with his tail, just like shoot. Go
He's
on.
not budging. Not budging.
Wah.
He grabs Sarah.
Oh,
picks
guess
him
I'm up
into her
now. Fuck. This is
And
why I
there
sleep
is no
in my
inside
own
check
room.
that's needed or anything like that. Everyone in this room can tell Hadrian is shaking.
Yeah,
Wah.
I'm gonna start putting my armor on then, I suppose.
What happened?
yeah, same.
What do you mean? Say?
What? What happened?
I had a very, very bad dream. A very bad dream.
Sarah like stands up, wall in his arms, and like tries to hug him.
Was bad dream, but he's gone now.
It's gone for now. I'm going to need some time to regain my composure. Forgive me, everyone.
I'm sorry.
Just do it somewhere else. God.
You did nothing wrong, Sarah. You've never done anything wrong. And he just like over the entire head, just like rubs the head. And you two go prepare for the morning. Excuse me. And he steps back out.
How's your mic?
Sorry.
Sarah's just like full of concern and just like scampers after him.
You come to downstairs, and you see the. It looks like most of the adults have been working throughout the night to rearrange things and fix things, and they two of them are in the process of cleaning out the poisoned vat, and putting it in another container. They're all like a big set of barrels, I should say. Preparing it for the next batch. Because you did say you'd purify it, but they're putting it in a
separate container so they can prepare the other one.
Yep. Because they're worried it would have seeped into the wood and whatnot, and they're not sure how much your anti-poison penetrates.
So
they're giving it good
I
scrub
prepared
down.
it today, and it basically, so long as it's within 5 feet of me, I purify all non-magical food and drink. You said that the stuff was made magically, but it is not magic itself.
Exactly. Yes.
So,
it is magically grown.
Hadrian has this. Hadrian is like between Radagast and Gandalf the Grey right now in regards to how ragged he is. Like Gandalf the Grey when he's not had a moment's rest, or Radagast in general. Like he's somewhere between those two in regards to how unkempt he is. And he spends most of his time focusing on this ritual. He's chewing on some sort of tobacco leaf as he's working, and his entire skin goes pale, and then he touches over the vats that the poison has been in, and then over the area where the poison was as well inside that vat. And all the paleness from him fades into his fingertips and out into them and out into the containers, and they're purified. It will take anywhere between 10 minutes to 30 or 40, however many times you need to cast it. If it takes 4 casts, it'll be 40 minutes.
You do get it done, and in the meantime, it seems the kitchen is starting to come alive, and they're cooking you muffins for breakfast.
Oh.
They seem to be.
I will have purified 4 vats of thing by the time you get your armor on.
But yes, they when you've purified it, they start loading it into the cart. Looks like the boys are getting ready to take a shipment back to.
I give Sarah back her book and just be like, "Sorry, I kept reading it after you fell asleep."
Oh, good story.
Very interesting.
Read again, yeah?
Maybe some nights. I do need to sleep. And also, don't say anything about it.
Why?
Don't want Hadrian getting jealous, do we?
No. Why sad?
What, Hadrian? I don't know.
You won't tell me.
That's
You ask.
Me? I think that's a terrible idea. You'd be much better to ask, or get literally anyone else to ask.
As you're getting up in the morning and getting ready, Wave just sort of attaches to you, and it's a weird thing because just as you're doing your various preparations and all that, you just sort of every now and again a tail just sort of whips out and just sort of helps you before you even think about it. Like
nice.
When you're getting dressed, there's clothes getting picked up and all sorts of things, and by the time you've looked in the mirror, you've noticed your hair's mostly done.
It's basically Doctor Strange's cloak,
to
but
assume
a staff.
Aaron does her hair.
Yeah, you normally don't, but he's he's doing it up a bit.
Crazy. It's like having another arm.
Just unknotting it, sort of thing. He's not styling it, but
yeah. Cool thing. Cool. How long is it going to take Hadrian to do this?
By the time you're dressed, I'm probably
by the time the
done.
muffins are ready, he's probably fit.
Okay, cool.
El Sultana muffins. Tastiest thing in the world. Then
Hell, yes. So good.
Which is good for you, Mordecai.
Oh yes, muffins. And then you said there was fruit in them.
It's like if someone.
and put it on my plate.
It's like if someone offers you a cookie and then you find out it's got raisins in it. It's like, no, betrayal.
What's wrong with raisins? Raisins are fine.
Give me chocolate chip.
Put them on my plate and stop moaning.
These muffins are. It feels like the raisins are really what's giving these muffins flavour. It doesn't seem like. Yeah, it's a fairly dry muffin.
Horse bread.
I pick the raisins out and eat around that.
I take out my butter and put it on my muffin.
I do the same with my butter.
I used the butter that's probably provided.
They didn't provide butter.
Would you like some butter?
I would nick an extra one and give it away.
No thanks.
As
he quite happily eats a muffin.
as we're like eating, anyone who's ever like, you've probably seen it where like the 70 to 80-year-old man lifts something to his mouth, and it's just like that effort that's there with it for them to like eat it properly. Like they're doing all this posturing and shit. Hadrian is very much so showing his age this morning.
Hey, Adrian, will you want some butter?
No, thank you.
What's wrong?
He looks at her, looks at the rest of the party. Nothing. Just a bad drink.
Sorry.
You need an insight check?
Give him time.
Is it nothing? Was it just a...
That is the most perfect roll I could have ever.
So tell me what you want.
You can immediately tell he is visibly shaken. Shaken.
Shaken.
Shaken.
Shookeneth.
No, as an English student, it's definitely shooketh.
We can't come here.
Shookenethy.
You're too famous.
He's very nervous, and when she asks what's wrong, he looks about the group. Whatever he thinks is wrong involves everyone he's looking at.
Give him time.
Like.
Do you want butter?
No.
Give you an idea. I rolled a natural 1 on my deception, so I have no fucking hope. That's why he's getting. Like everyone except Sarah here has done something.
I mean, I do eat people, so I kind of understand that.
Yeah. Like a resentment to me is
I eat people!
Eat people.
Yeah, okay.
Bitch, I eat people!
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
My course's Snapchat group was filling up with things, so I just popped it up to check. And they're talking about pints on Josh, and they've literally just left pints stacked on a guy who's passed out. Yep. Literally, pints on Josh.
Anyway.
I mean, Hadrian, I know we're sort of stuck together for the time being, but if we've done something to upset you...
Wasn't you. You haven't done anything.
Hadrian had
What?
bad dream.
I've had my fair share of bad dreams. You have to learn to ignore.
Dream.
Just
It's
a
been a dream that had an element that has been recurring for over 200 years.
What was that element?
What was that last thing you said, Das? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
It's been a recurring element for the last 200 years.
Recurring dreams are usually trying to tell you something.
Or haunt you.
What was the recurring event? What happened?
Sarah looks down at her feet.
I eat the muffin. And the sultanas from Mordecai's muffin.
To give you an idea, let's see, how can I do this? How can I actually do this? Hadrian. No, I can't use that for it. Okay, he's not going to be able to use the spell. Long ago, I had a large tribe. I was
still learning at the time the ways of the Druid. And I aided in the parties that would go out and patrol the wood, protect it, protect our people. I once encountered something, and in my haste to flee it, I led it directly to us, and it killed every single one except me. She said she knew it would cause me the most pain to live, and know I caused all of this. And he's got the 1,000-yard stare.
What, how long ago was that?
200 years.
I mean, but it sounds like you didn't cause any of it.
She recurs in my dreams.
Okay, I think your mic's cut out.
Yeah, I pressed the mute button on my arm by accident.
GG.
Your girl in a abrasive stance actually fucked you over.
Yeah, you didn't cause this.
I caused it.
Oh.
She had been trying for years to find us, and she had never found us. Not once. And she laughed. Every step of the way she laughed. And for the last 200 years, whenever I find something close to me, a dream of her comes, threatening it, threatening to take it away. I refuse to lose any more to her.
Okay.
And I return to my muffin.
Well, that was a nice story to start the day.
You
Yeah,
asked.
has anyone else got anything they want to get off their chest?
You asked.
I did.
I didn't.
I did.
You must learn to overcome your nightmares. And you must put that behind you. We have a long day ahead of us. Who knows what we're going to find on this yesterday hill or whatever it was.
Today.
Jester Hill. I have prepared a few spells that might make this a little bit better an affair. I had to prepare purifying food, and I've kept the ability to purify or detect poison or disease. I have brought along with me the ability to move with a number of company quite quietly, and I believe I will take an ability that will cause a large area to become very difficult and painful to cross. Aside from that, most of the spells I have prepared, you already know.
I've sharpened my blades.
A very important thing to do.
I've gotten 3 of my memories that I find rage in.
I shall not ask what they are.
I've flapped my wings 5 times.
You and your traditions.
5's the lucky number.
If you say so.
I thought there was 6.
I was about to say there's 6 of us.
Yeah, but 5's my lucky number.
Everyone but you, then.
There are 5 adults.
There's 6 of us, yes, but 5's my lucky number, that's what I'm saying. Nothing wrong with 6. 6 is a perfectly good number.
Let's get ready to go. We've a long day ahead of us, and a lot of treachery might be afoot.
How did we arrived here on horseback?
Foot.
Walk. We walk.
Walked. Do we? I think
Yes, we walked.
Probably a different
We
campaign I'm
walked.
thinking of.
You are thinking about blood and
Blood and
sand.
sand.
Most likely then.
However, there are horses here.
There are horses here, and there is
Two.
probably a cart here.
Davian comes in at this
They
point,
need that.
and he says, "Do you have your map available?"
Hadrian?
What was that noise?
That was someone
The
else.
withdrawal of the map.
That was someone
That's
else.
a funny sounding map.
That was our pet Kevin Bacon.
No! Kevin Bacon, no! R.I.P. Never forget.
What?
I don't know.
He was a brave pig. It was delicious.
You're not making this any clearer.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm not responding to this. I'm not giving you the satisfaction.
Right.
Too late,
so
you just did.
we are aware of the fact that we
he
must
marks
travel.
on your map the area labeled as
What?
As you.
the ruins of Brez.
Wait, where is that?
You are slightly to the west.
Oh, this
east, sorry.
this bit here. Is it that one, Nemo?
Yep. A long abandoned village. It is one of her favoured lurks, and it appears that is where she currently is residing.
What was it called, sorry, again? The ruins of...
I'll write it in chat.
I put Perez, but I don't think that's
Ruins of Write It in Chat. Got it.
Hey!
The ravens saw her this morning.
Wait.
Thank you very much. We will do our best to avoid her until we're prepared. We, however,
Everything you're doing.
it's only what's right.
Don't thank us yet. You might all die.
I'm very optimistic of you after flapping 5 times.
He said it once per flap, like every word was, "We might die."
But that's only 4.
That's 3. I know you're
Very
doing.
tired.
I know you're doing an English major, not a maths major, but fucking hell.
Leave me alone.
I will send the ravens out to inform the other keepers of your alliance with us. However, as your rewards and whatnot, we will aid you where we can. But I will need to give a name, so perhaps when you come back from the hill, you'll have something for me to call you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll welcome that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
If there's nothing else, I'll leave you to the rest of your breakfast.
Yeah, thank you.
I shall begin prepping the cart, Mordecai.
We are not taking the cart?
I mean, we don't
They
know
are?
that.
They
needed
probably-
that one
they
delivery.
probably
They have
need it.
already taken the cart.
For the one delivery.
Stretching.
Yeah, the horses and cart are gone.
I head downstairs.
If he's gone, I'll say, so what's our plan here?
Let's go. Well, we're going to the tree, right? The hill.
We're not going to the,
No, we're not
Not
going to
yet.
the hag. I do
Well,
not
this is-
believe we are capable of handling her.
I'm not saying we should handle her, whatever that means.
There's only one way you can deal with a hag. You try to bargain with it, and it will deceive you or trick you.
If you're dumb, yeah.
Even the most cunning will fall, because there's always another meaning behind her words you don't know.
Oh, everything you do will fail. You can only kill things. Never try anything.
Yep.
I mean, I just want to stab stuff, so...
I think she's not our next point of call. But definitely a point of call.
If she's more dangerous than us, and there's a great deal of druids, then turning her against the druids is not a bad call.
I mean, or we could just go fuck the druids up right now. Because they've got one of the seeds that we need.
And face the barber at full strength.
Sure.
Fine, I'm outnumbered. Sure. Let's go with
the out of character. Baba, whatever, the hag, is at a completely different area than...
And much further away.
Out of character, I know that too.
Well, in character, we technically do know that too. The hag is
it's just
nowhere
Mara's being a dumb bitch.
No, she's being quite smart, actually.
Marin's being smart.
Hadrian doesn't think she's being...
Yeah, out of character, she is. In character, we don't think that.
Out of character, she's doing something which I'd be like, ooh, clever bitch, but...
Yeah, as much as I like the plan, Marin, I think we should at least check out the hill. Especially as one of these fortunes of is pointing in that direction.
Yeah. That is the one conceit I will give. We definitely need to go in person.
We need to go there in person anyway if we're going to get these seeds.
How about for a group name we call ourselves Raisins Not Included?
Fruit Loop.
Valid Raisins is our good name. Is our group name.
Oh, no.
No one take that seriously, please.
Okay, so should we head down to the hill?
Does anyone remember? This is I'm kind of saying this out of character, but in character as well. In the village we were at, the town we were at, did anyone look at does anyone know anything about the church?
No, I think we went past the church.
we didn't really. We did not investigate the church.
Okay, that's fine. Sure.
I know why you're asking, but...
I know why you're asking, yeah, because it just came up today that we were now looking at that lovely list.
I mean, I've been writing it down every week to remind me to ask about it, to see if you guys have better notes than me.
I don't think we paid enough. Were we told what the church, who the church is to, or
Andrews.
What the church is?
We'll have to ask when we get back, because we're way far away, and currently the DM will go...
You don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We chow down our muffins and we get on the road to the hill.
Alright, you start heading off.
I have the map out as always.
Shouldn't take us too long to get there, should it?
Not too long. I'll just double check my notes on
I
travel
suggest we
time.
maybe don't.
What sort of pace were you going?
It's a standard.
Standard walking pace.
Normal.
Just
I
keep
suggest
an
maybe
eye
we
out.
don't approach from the road directly. Maybe try and circle round the tree instead of just going. Da, 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 da.
Oh, what, go through the forest, or we told?
Woods
No.
dangerous.
As in, when we get there.
Do not
Like,
just
go
storm
around
up
the
the
edge.
hill.
I mean, by the time we're there, anything at the top of the hill could probably see us at the bottom of the hill.
Quite possibly,
We'll
but one
have
of us can
to-
fly.
True, we'll have
From
to...
where you are, it'll take about an hour to get there.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, let's get closer. We'll see what we can see. We'll make a plan when we're there.
Okay.
Out of character, do we think it's worth popping a pass without trace, because it will last an hour?
Not for the
Um,
church.
Maybe give it a bit.
I think we're gonna get seen. It's a hill. Like how?
But a plus
Right.
10 to everyone's passive stealth.
Yeah, but
Well,
plus
don't
10.
don't cast it now because that
In the
means
middle of
it'll
a
run out.
field.
It'll
No,
run out
wait
when we
half
get
an
there.
hour.
It doesn't make us invisible.
No, it doesn't, but
If
it
there's
just...
nothing to hide behind, there's nothing to hide behind.
Still, plus passive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think
you saying
It might be a good
there.
idea while
There's
we're
nothing to hide
scouting
behind. You
out.
can't make a stealth roll because you're not
Yeah.
hidden.
As you're
Yeah,
about to
well-
leave, he does come back and he says, one last thing. You might have heard it from town on occasion, the thunder and light. Just
Thunder
worth
and
noting
lightning?
that it often comes from yesterday.
Great. Thanks for leading with that. Do keep it in mind.
I've
Is
never
there
seen the
any-
druids actually wield it, but Yester Hill seems to be rather storm prone.
Noted. Can I make a nature check to see if there's any creatures that could cause thunder or lightning to just appear in a zone? Like any forest space or nature?
Yeah, sure.
Nature check. Average.
As far as you know, no natural born beast, I should say, do that.
Yep.
But you also know storms happen for a wide variety of reasons.
Is there any fiendish creatures that might cause such a
But I don't know.
phenomenon?
None that immediately come to mind.
Cool.
Is it something hobgoblins can do?
Is it a lizard man?
Grasp at all the straws.
And a hobgoblin farts.
His nose turns blue.
Lightning shoots out of his bum.
So when we get about half hour down, do you want to sidetrack into the forest?
No.
The early
Not
part?
in,
No,
in,
Or just like on the edge.
but like the
Forest
tree line.
dangerous.
Yeah, merging in and out.
Maybe a little bit longer than half an hour because we might want to like scope out the area a little bit. and
Until
we're
we
not
can
gonna
see, until we can see the hill. I'd say.
Good call.
Okay.
Then we'll maybe skirt the edge of the forest just so we've got a little bit of coverage, but we won't go in to the woods. Okay.
I will keep half an eye on the woods to make sure nothing jumps at us while we're.
I'm going to be keeping an eye out like a hawk.
Same.
Hager is on edge today.
Alright.
Also, because there's
Well-
only
Somehow
one.
I don't like the way he said that.
The trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and canes of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop west of the hill. The land, the woods, and the sky behind a towering wall. The woods and the sky vanish behind a towering wall of fog.
Ominous.
Oh, so we can't. The fog covers the hill.
Oh, it's all round.
Oh, okay.
Ever present.
Especially to the west.
Hey Nemo, we can see tokens on this map again.
What tokens can you see?
The six people in this area.
Good, that's what you're
Hide
supposed to be able to
them. Okay, that's fine.
see. Even from here, you can see in those bushes needle blights.
So I guess I would.
Wonderful.
I guess I would say then that when we got judging the map, judging like how long it would be, probably about 40 or so minutes before. The Druids are calling me.
The gremlin has arrived.
I assure you, it sounds pretty bad, but she is fine.
About 20 minutes away, Hadrian will cast Pass Without a Trace. Pass Without a Trace?
Pass without a trace.
Oh no! I want to pass without a trace.
Jonathan Ross
Alright,
cast
you
Pass
do
Without a
just that.
Trace.
So that means everyone gets a plus 10 to the stealth roll.
I guess we're rolling stealth then.
Yeah, we'll.
It
we'll
also
try and-
improves your passive stealth by plus 10. But most important, it
Yeah,
means
we'll,
that you and your companions cannot be tracked properly unless they are using magical means.
Okay.
You leave
Oh
no.
boy!
Yeah. Yep. We know what to spell out.
Yeah.
What-
There's literally no evidence that we.
Curls. Oh, curls.
Yeah, we'll just skirt the inside of the.
Fucking 25.
A 29.
16.
Natural 1.
Hey, still a 13.
Still a 3 because I'm a dead
Okay.
warlock.
We are not quiet.
It's okay, group stealth check.
We are sometimes,
we
just
weren't
when I'm not
terrible.
shit.
It's a group skill check, don't worry.
Sarah has 22. I have
There's no
25.
20 by the time I
29.
won, though.
There's enough rolls that are like, there's like, our lowest roll besides you is a 16.
I don't know what Nemo cares.
I mean,
This is fucking
so-
Dread Souls. He could just kill us all right now.
Yeah. You can
Sorry,
argue,
Fox
you
just
can
goes
argue
Hunter
that
mode.
even if it's a group check, a 1 is a 1.
Yeah.
But
What are
we
you
don't
doing?
know. We think we're being super stealthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm skirting just inside the tree line.
Marin's doing her I'm a little bit grumpy kind of stomp walk.
Righto. So you all stealth up to the hill.
Yep.
Alright, as you get a bit closer, you can see dirt trails run along two concentric rings of canes that encircle the hillside. Each cane is a 10-foot high mound of slimy black rock.
Slimy. Ugh.
Do you mean up, sorry, did you mean up here with slimy black rock? Or these?
See all these
These little
all
white
these dots?
The little triangles, the hat triangles.
No,
Oh!
No, I assume you
Or-
mean like these things.
The rock
All
clusters.
these like little white stones.
All these rock clusters. Yep, they're
Yeah, no. The
old-fashioned
triangles
rays,
are
which are
just
just
to indicate.
piles of
right,
rocks.
yeah.
In Pokemon, you do a whoop! 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 And then you're back from Viridian.
It represents the gradient because you studied geography.
Yeah.
I know it because I did archaeology. Thank you.
I know it because I'm
You told
old.
me.
I mean, I guess we just go up the hill, right?
No.
No.
Well, how else do you get to the top, huh?
I mean,
Not
is
by
there
just
anything up
walking
there that's
up.
waiting to kill us? Man who can fly?
If you fly up into the air, you'll be immediately spotted.
There are 6 of those little black creatures that we fought
I can see
over
those.
by a tree.
We could use the mounds of rocks to move from. To keep cover.
True, but those.
How big of an area is this?
Each
Big
square
ass
is meant,
area.
each square is meant to be 50 foot according to the legend, but I don't know if that's really.
That's pretty big, Jesus.
No,
It's
it is not.
massive.
It's 5. I don't know why.
No, that's.
Well, the scale of the
it's-
map.
It says it on
No,
the,
no,
at
yep,
the
no,
bottom.
you're right, you're right. you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Snap the corner, or snap the
No, you're
corner.
right.
Well,
50
fuck
foot
my
per square.
spells, I guess.
Jesus.
Fuck
this is
your
big.
spells, fuck everyone's spells.
So one
I
square
don't know,
is.
because I was
Yeah,
gonna,
this
I was
place
gonna
is pretty
fog
big.
cloud us.
Place is pretty big.
It's just a bit big, yeah, a bit big.
Our
Is our
tokens probably
tree-
need to be smaller.
I probably
Is
should
our
have hidden the
tree,
lights then, but never mind.
Is our tree DM then? Is that
We'll pretend they're not there.
here? Is that our tree then?
Looks
Uh,
like.
yeah.
Looks very tree shaped.
It's a big tree.
Is that either a tree or Grog just went fuck this area?
I would recommend we move down this way. Using the rocks as cover.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm assuming this is Big Strahd.
That's gonna be a statue.
Big old Strahd.
It's a bit hard to see from this far away. Now that I've realised how big this map
But
is.
from what we've been told, it seems like a large statue.
We'll
Yep.
skirt the hill, the direction that I'm going, I guess. This direction.
Alright. You start wandering around.
I am going to be keeping my eyes out for anybody that I presume has the same kind of abilities as me and is therefore trying to be a sneaky. So can I make a perception check, please?
Go ahead.
Just while it's. Oh, shit.
Who's hiding?
Dang.
We are.
Stop doing that!
Sorry.
While he's looking around as well, I just want to check one of the big rock piles and just see if I can tell what the black stickiness is.
This is combat music.
Wait!
Atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosed fields of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edge of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering cloaked man with fangs.
Is this a Wickerman Strahd?
Yep, sounds like it.
I want to burn it.
I feel like that's probably not a good idea.
I don't like Strahd.
You notice, Hadron, that hidden throughout the field are druids and... well, you assume they're druids. You're just some people.
People. Humanoids.
Yep.
And do we see any of the little twig flighty boys?
No, you do not.
Okay, so Hadrian will be moving up to where, like, alongside Mordecai and Yototo towards the front. But when he sees them, he just reaches out and grabs both of them and just, like, pulls them back towards him.
What are you doing?
And I just, like, put my hand out, like, next to Yototo's face and just guide his eyes to where I see them. We're not alone.
Good find.
Okay, get ready.
Hey, DM, where the fuck are they?
Right there!
They're sort of all over the place.
Behind you.
No, that's Sarah. Cthulhu, fuck off!
Demon!
Heroin had a scare.
Demon?
Can I quickly just have a look at one of these rock things and see what the black stickiness on the rocks is, if I can tell?
Yeah, it appears to be mud.
Okay. Easy. Mud's fine.
Should be right back.
Okay, so...
So for the purposes of this, do you want to try and sneak up into one of these people that have buried themselves in mud and grass and stuff to try and remain hidden?
Well, how far away are we talking? Like a couple of feet, or is this like a somewhat of a trek?
They seem to be sporadic, but Hadron seems to have a good lock onto the way they're hiding, so...
I'll leave this one down to Hadrian's call then if he spotted them.
So DM, is this a matter like they're just like spread out sporadically, but does it seem like it would be viable to try and like take them out one by one? At least for the start.
They're not that close to each other.
So like, is it like 50 feet apart? Is it like 100 feet apart?
Like some of them are even further apart than that. Like at the moment you can only see about the 3.
So they are very spread out.
Are they prone, like in the ground, or are they like?
Yes, they're prone.
Could you please indicate to those? Could you please indicate those 3?
Sorry, I just booped the map. That was me.
I was going to say, please not there.
Not behind us.
Gillies in the mist are they are down, blending with the earth.
Don't worry, guys. We've got an Anjanath.
Well, that's a big marker I did there. Not that big.
Yeah, it should be vague anyway, because we only vaguely know where they
It was like
are.
over there.
I know exactly where they are.
Yeah, you do,
Yeah.
I know.
Where are they? Sorry, are they where those red ones?
Where those red lines are that Kay just did.
I'll just quit the quit line near where he pinged, just so we've got it.
And there was that one up there. Okay.
I can obscure us, but it will also prevent us from seeing out.
No,
The fog would give us away. Hold on to your abilities.
The fog would give us away, really, here?
In the middle of a field.
A bit of a random fog that's moving about.
It's not random.
Save energy.
Get their fog over there.
I should remain as still as possible.
Let's try.
Have you a longbow or anything?
Unfortunately, no.
It'll be hard to hit these with a longbow.
Just so that he has something he can do while he moves into close combat.
In their current position, it'll be difficult to hit them from range.
True. I'm just saying that while he's approaching, once the battle begins, Mordecai, I believe you and I should approach one and attempt to dispatch it as quickly as possible. They don't seem to be that hardy from what we knew.
Yeah.
If we can eliminate one in a single engagement of a sudden motion, we should have an advantage.
We can give it a go.
And remember, Mordecai, if you cannot kill them with one fell swoop, taking a hostage can be good negotiation.
So whilst Hadrian is saying take them out in one swoop, and he says it sounds good, you just see these fangs elongate out from Hadrian's mouth, and his fur turns this black as it kind of molts away, and he turns into the form.
Turns into the form of a bunny rabbit.
I'm a were-rabbit, motherfucker.
It's Mr. Fluffykins.
Some fucking Wallace and Gromit shit.
Gromit! Gromit!
Jeez!
Good night, Gromit. Sleep well.
That was a good moment.
So what are you guys doing?
Me and Hadrian will approach the first one and
This
try
one
and
here.
The
take
two
them out.
biggest and most spontaneous looking
Alright.
characters are going
Make a
forward.
stealth check.
Panther.
Yes.
I am now a panther.
Jesus, that's so far.
he still concentrates, so he's still with
Yes,
plus 10,
I
right?
still got that plus 10.
Yep.
But in this form, I have a plus 6 to that roll, not a
Right.
minus 1. So that's a 29.
I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast in case something appears in range. Just in
Both
case.
of you roll an
Know what
attack.
to do.
Just an
Well,
attack roll, not
as
damage.
we approach, I
This is going to be a
wanna
coup de grace.
as we approach, I wanna Hunter's Mark him as well.
Alright.
I don't know what to
Do
do.
do 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 do.
I'm
You can
sort
move
of special ruling this
175
because these
feet.
guys are like
No, but
guys
we're
are prone and all that,
I-
and both going at the same time. So
With advantage.
unless you really screw up this attack, you should just be able to off him.
okay. I have 2 attacks. I can. No, I have only got. Yeah.
One attack.
In this form, I can
would
only
be-
do 1.
because this is
Yeah.
a special coup de grace sort of move.
I just like extend my jaw to indicate that I'm going for the throat. Do I have advantage on this?
He's prone.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I just make sure there isn't a gasp.
Okay, I'm
That's
back
all
to
you
my
can-
enemies.
In their current state, as long as you sneak up to them, and
Gotcha,
you
bitch.
don't really screw up, you manage to hit armor, you should be able to just off. That's one down.
Next one. Move
Uh,
the
Do you have to make another stealth check?
When I see them take out that one, I shall indicate to the people up here, and we'll start moving along this tree line up to about, like, say, this one. Up to about
Yeah.
there. Just so we're keeping somewhat close, so we're not getting left behind too much.
Can I make, as well as we're going, can I make another perception check for any more as I'm moving? Because I know what they're hiding like.
But you don't need to make another perception check. You've already got a good look on it. You can't see any others as it stands. So, new stealth check.
Okay, from both of us, that's fine.
That's a 36.
Nice.
Another 29.
Hey!
Okay, roll your attacks.
Same again, Jesus.
Gotcha, bitch!
Nice, guys. Keep it up.
That's 2
I
damage.
get to play a rogue! Yay!
We'll keep going like this. So, roll another stealth. We'll do these 3 first.
Are we doing that for this bitch?
Yeah.
The top one. Yeah, we'll head around.
We
Yeah,
won't
right, yeah.
go up the hill, by the way. We'll just we'll take the long way around.
Yeah,
Another
we'll
stealth from you, Hadrian.
go like this way.
28.
I'll step more this way just so that I can.
Attack.
Daka 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 daka.
Both of you.
Where are we going? Shall we go?
17.
I was going to
Oh,
make my way around to...
advantage.
Did we go
Yeah.
there?
Oh, hell yeah, 12.
Is there round here we don't know what's here because we couldn't see
You're
it.
right.
I was going to make my way closer towards where the blights are.
Hunter's Mark would have been moved across
Alright.
as well.
I'm not going to mark all of them around the thing because we're just going to keep going like this as it is. Another
I
stealth.
tell you what, if we fuck up,
don't worry
just
about
tell
that.
us where that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
34.
30.
You don't have advantage on these stealth rolls, so I don't know why.
Sorry,
just
you're
rolls.
right. I've got advantage selected for the short sword.
I-
Sorry, so that's...
Mine is just because it's a NPC
advantage on the
thing, so
attacks,
it's-
but not advantage on the
yeah.
stealth.
So that's a
I did
20.
switch. Yeah, 20, sorry.
The reason I have those two up is because it's a beasts thing, and they only seem
No,
to
no, it's
roll
fine.
with
No, the
advantage.
attacks are
Yeah.
fine. It's
Oh no,
I'm
I
just
mean for the
reminding you
skill as
because
well.
he said
That's-
30. He said like
Yeah,
34, and I was like,
that's my
you
fault.
don't just clarifying.
Yeah.
You don't have.
I've got it to
Anyway,
toggle on and
make
off.
your attacks.
This is with advantage, so let's do that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
literally
fine.
just like him stabbing them in the back while I like lunge up from the front and I just hold the throat and I crush the windpipe.
You've got 2 more around these rock areas.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Wow!
Both of you failed.
Okay.
I mean, both of the same modifier in this.
Here we go.
That was the tweaks.
In fairness, we took out 4 guys. We took out 4 guys.
3.
No, we took out 4. 3 over the other side and 1 over here.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh, no, sorry. No, you're right. Because it was 2
there.
over there and 1 over here. Never mind.
We killed the 3rd one that you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we rolling now? Is that...
Yeah.
That is indeed correct.
I'm using the Panther's initiative because it's the physical thing while I'm in its form.
I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you.
Ranger
You rolled a nat 1 and I still got
Ranger
lower than you.
Leave it to the experts.
Okay. Okay,
We're just
you
gonna
rolled
use
a
the
nat
big-
1 and still got double my roll, and I didn't.
I get +7.
See.
I take some wisdom.
Yeah, Gloomstalker, you can add your...
To save us
Dex
trouble,
and
we're just gonna scale this up to a 5 grid thing where you can fight.
What the fuck is this, lad?
No, we're being scaled up just so the grid's 5x5.
Okay.
So we can kind of-
No, but I just mean, like, what the fuck is he? Look at his icon.
See.
Oh, that down there.
I'm so glad I'm not a wolf right now, because that's the fucking woodsman.
Belly full of
Oh
stones.
no, 7th. Okay. Cool.
And throw you in the fucking river.
Yup.
How does Grandpa move fast?
God, Dex is not higher than mine.
I'm assuming I go last anyway because I've got a natural 1, even with my modifier.
Well,
Normal rules
Okay,
don't
so
affect it.
just to ask then, is Army K next to the person we were about to attack, like we were approaching?
Oh, we probably were.
Yeah, I'm still putting things on the thing, sorry.
No,
yeah,
wait,
give him a minute. Give him a minute. He's probably dealing with a lot.
Yeah, so we were probably like over here, like on our way to him.
I
But-
feel
Yeah.
confident
But I'll
about
wait.
where we are, Blue, because you've got the 2 tanks. So I think you'll be alright. It's them guys I'm more concerned
Yeah, I'm
about.
concerned about them as well.
I'm fine.
I've got 2. I've got 2
Mordecai
pretty
can
health
fly.
points.
Adrian's
I can-
dead.
What's the Panthers helpful?
13.
Cool.
Cool.
Mine was
But-
less than that when I died, so...
But to give you an idea, my run speed is 50, so if I need to bolt, I can bolt.
And you forget, I've got the highest HP, almost, of the buy.
Almost, as he points at the barbarian.
Mid-bites have been like...
I was like almost because I don't know how much HP Crack has.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the barbarian has the most.
50.
I have the most HP almost
I'm not
out
far
of
off.
the whole party.
Almost.
I have the most effective
Wait,
health out of the
wait.
party.
It's like the
What's
time.
he saying
It's
then?
like
Everyone's
the time.
HP.
It's like the time
25.
Gus was like, I have the best kill death ratio, and we all turned and looked at him and went, you have the worst kill death ratio.
I have 45 HP.
I have 37 in Hadron's form. In this form, I have
On
30.
there, okay.
Oh yeah, we're here then,
What
it
does
seems.
Sarah have?
Oh, we've been
This isn't actually representative of the map, I'm just using 5
Wait,
by 5.
Sarah, how much HP do you have total?
30.
Various people
Holy
stand
shit.
up and come towards
I only
you,
just
and
got more health than my child.
I'm a
Like 2.
healthy baby.
Sarah has more HP than me.
Yeah.
Lots of veggies and fresh air.
Girls. Warlocks aren't that great for health. You can tell you
Yeah,
that right now.
no.
No one gets all the flashbacks of boom, 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 boom,
Hey, I'm
boom, boom,
flying
boom, boom,
blind. Nobody's played a monk before in our group.
Try playing a melee wizard.
That's
I'm a
on you.
melee warlock, bitch.
They actually have a higher hit
Sure.
dice, so technically.
At least you were also Sonic.
Gotta
Also-
go faster, faster.
If you don't know what
I
we're
played
talking
Monk.
about, watch SKT.
Who dies first?
Not me.
Oh, I still rolled higher than the Druids.
Also, I'm just gonna keep. Also, I'm just gonna keep my other token. This like itty bitty Hadron's gonna stay over here.
Yeah, destroyed the initiative. Oh no, you rolled his initiative, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I only rolled the initiative while I'm in the panther form
Yeah.
because it's the body of the panther I'm using, and so it's initiative.
You'll still have an 18 when you switch back. Like,
Depends on
Wait,
Nemo, but
don't you have advantage on initiative? Ranger?
No.
Bloomstalker, do they have anything for that?
No, we just get our wisdom
Ranger.
out of it.
Oh, the new ranger does.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Ranger Revised gets advantage on initiative rolls.
I ain't got
All
time
right.
for that.
Hey, nobody gets over it.
You've been called out and they head towards you, so Panther Man, you get to go first.
I'm gonna go for the throat.
Go ahead. All right, that's a hit.
Ooh.
I've
And-
literally gone for the throat.
This guy's still prone as well, or are they up now?
Yeah, it hasn't been his turn, so
Well,
He's prone, so that's advantage, yeah.
yeah, it's still 14, but
Same.
Would you like to make another attack?
As a panther, I have no indication that I have a multi-attack, so I only have one.
Okay.
Nope, that's the thing you get at a higher level, I believe.
No, certain
Some animals have it.
animal
So higher
forms
player
have
CR
multi-attack.
Animals have multi-attack.
Like,
Yes,
say,
which
for
is why it's...
example-
Yeah, no, Blue just explained it perfectly succinctly.
Sarah, it's your turn.
Are we using this map as 5 squares or 50?
5.
Oh, okay.
Five.
So
Okay, thank
5,
Christ.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Basically, divide whatever you move in by 5, 10 by 10.
5 foot, 10
Whatever,
foot,
whatever the
15
arrow,
foot, 20
whatever the
foot,
arrow says by 10.
25, 30, 35, 40.
And
Yeah.
I will do a radiant sunbolt. Disadvantage.
I'm just waiting for the fucking steam tank to warm up and for Thrak just to go.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Okay, I'll use a bonus action to do it once more.
Go ahead.
And let me double check that that's how that works with the radiant.
Up next, Mordecai. Think fast.
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
I can treat. I basically
gonna
treat
stab.
this radiant sunbolt like it's an unarmed strike. But let me double check.
Yes, I think that's correct.
That rings a
Oh, no,
bell.
it's a rage attack, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but for that subclass, it just counts as...
Yes, I know, I have read it recently.
Cool.
For
reasons.
Why? What NPC in Oakar is a radiant?
No, I'm not saying shit.
What monk has kicked the shit out of the thing?
I don't know if I can do it once.
I was gonna say, if Thing got like a blast of radiant
I
damage in
don't
the
know
face
is
after
the
that,
answer,
right?
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. I will end my
Okay,
turn
you can
there.
work that out for next time.
Next time,
Mordecai, it's your turn.
I will bonus action move my hunter's mark to the one in front of me,
habit.
and then I'll stab a bitch.
Okay.
With advantage. And this one. 14.
That's enough to hit.
Wasn't there a huntsman here a minute ago? Like somewhere here?
9 damage. Are they still up?
Yes, they are.
While my turn is not on, I'm going to go to bathroom.
If it turns in a turn, because it's my first action, I get my Druid Ambush, so I get to make another attack.
Yep.
So another short sword. Dum. And it's Druid Ambush, so it's extra D8 and Hunter's Mark. So that's 12 damage on the second one.
And he is dead.
Hey!
I'll then
Particular.
run over to this one.
Alright, end of your turn.
Yes.
You notice a couple of these people are holding very big axes. The person you're next to is not one of them. That's just looks like a
I feel
druid.
it.
Thrak, it is your turn.
Okay.
Gotta count the squares.
Okay. I'll go from there and then dash there.
Those blights aren't currently combat range.
Okay.
Sorry, make a move.
Dashing to there. And then... As a bonus action, I'm going to rage!
Ah!
I'm going to
You
get
do
right in front of the
indeed.
druid, go, hi.
It is an alarming sight for him, I'm sure. Marin, it's your turn.
Well, that changes my plans a little. Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna move to here. And I'm going to hex the one in front of Thrak.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give it disadvantage on strength stuff.
Usually a good
Sure.
choice because there's very few actual ability checks people make in combat beyond.
Yeah, no. So that's hex. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Eldritch
Blast.
Oh, just please.
Now, Devil's Advocate is prone, so I have disadvantage, right?
No, he's not. These
Oh,
ones
that-
are stood up.
The Axeman on, okay. Cool.
Please don't roll like crap. Thank you.
Hey.
I was going to say,
Then I
please
need to
don't.
roll a d6 extra.
Do you not get your charisma mod on your damage yet? Or is that a
I
invocation
don't
later?
know.
It is
I
I think it's an invocation
Yeah,
that
I
I
was gonna
don't
say.
have. I took all the utility ones because, of course, I
Good.
did.
Because you're
Yeah.
you.
Yep, you smack him upside the face with a good old Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Is that the end of
Eldritch
your turn?
Blast. Hang on,
Yes,
how much have I moved? 1, 2, 3. I'll move behind this rock. I think I can do that. 10, 15, 20. Yeah,
Rocks
easily.
not actually there, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Scowl.
There's rocks about.
I'm back.
Your turn.
I shall move up to there, which is 30 feet, and I shall hurl. Actually, no, because that would mean stowing a weapon. I can't do that, so I shall dash to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I shall dash to there and end my turn.
Marin, roll a d10.
Oh no.
Roll a hit die saving throw. You lose.
How many hit die do you permanently lose?
6 is the number. It's one more than you're lucky.
Don't just say okay and leave me on red.
I'm leaving you on red. Go ahead. What were you
God
doing,
damn
Juju?
you.
Sorry, what?
He's done.
I'm done, yeah. I can only move, and sort of wait.
Alright. That makes it this lot's turn.
I have a
Oh no,
19
oh
ace.
no, I think I know what that dice might have been for.
Thunder of the lightning, very, very
Frightening.
Oh no, you're standing next to a rock. It's gonna get struck by lightning.
Marin, if you cause me to take more damage again, I will be very upset.
Well, no, the map's not where we currently are. That's just for scale.
Yeah.
And she did mention she was hiding behind a rock, so...
Yep.
She did.
Oh.
That's, yeah. How much damage does lightning do?
A lot.
A lot. I'm going to have to dash over there. Thrax having fun. He's got 2 playthings.
He's got an axe.
Oh, careful, honey. He
Oh,
has
fuck.
I softened one of them up for you.
One of the druids is going to dash. And another one is going to throw a produce flame at you, Juju. You should be used to it.
So he's not.
Do you not know who I am? I am
Fire!
the Lord of the Flame.
Lord of the Flame.
If it becomes a running joke that fire spells do fuck all, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Fire cannot kill a dragon!
No, only my own party
Mordecai,
members can kill me.
Are you flying at the moment?
Nope.
Then it's quarterstaff with Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh!
Oh boy, that's a shillelagh and a half.
Yeah, that hits.
Bang!
And the dirt is gone.
Oh, not with Hunter's, but that's for Hunter's mark. 7 damage. Yeah?
And Thrak, there's one coming towards you. I don't think that hits your AC. Thrack? You have a thrack?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, 12 does not hit.
Alright. Now the Berserker is going to... who's looking quite angry at you. He's going to reckless attack you with his Great Axe. Thrack first.
Oh no! They're like Berberians!
Oh!
They wear only Burberry.
They're
And-
rich barbarians.
The other one is attacking you.
The worst kind.
The Burberryans.
Yeah, I'm good.
So that was with advantage, yes?
Yes, because it was reckless.
You. So, half of 15 is, be what?
7.
7. Yeah.
It is Panther Boy.
I smell fresh blood.
Bagheera!
Shut up, Mowgli. Did you use your second attack, while I was away on the other druid, or did you use it on...
I used it on the one that I killed that we were next to together.
Okay, so you've only attacked that one. You haven't even attacked this one yet.
I've not touched this one yet.
Okay, I'm going to go for the thing that I think is acting recklessly and take advantage of the fact that there's multiples of us. There's not even a concern if I can make the speed. And I'm going to... I'm going to attempt to pounce upon it.
Hey! Pounce
Which is, if I have moved at least 20 feet straight towards a creature, which I can do that in that way, it's a DC 12 strength throw. So it's not amazing, but I could knock it prone.
attack. Ooh, do that.
Yuffie could do that.
Christ.
Go ahead.
You don't know that she's dead.
Nemo,
I don't.
you need
Yes,
to
hello.
make a strength saving throw.
You need to make an attack.
No, I don't. Not yet. If it moves first, oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
I do
if
have-
it hits, she makes a saving throw.
Yeah. You gotta
Okay,
hit
so
first.
does that hit?
He was so in awe by my speed that he fell over.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that is
14
that damage. So he did succeed, but he does take the 6 points of slashing. Is that just
Yes,
like
he does.
he
As
kind
you
of?
scrape your claws across
I
his
just
back.
leaped up at him, attempting to pounce on him, and just like tosses me over himself. And I just put my claws in, and as he pushes me off, he's like, "I'm taking these claws with me." He just rake through him.
Sarah, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
Punch this man in the face.
Fuck Mordecai, I guess.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. He can take another hit.
Right, if I go back to there, that's technically flanking?
You have advantage anyway. He
Advantage
reckless.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, it was reckless, okay.
Yeah.
Advantage.
It's rare
Punch him
that
in the
players
nuts.
get to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I'm very careful about using it because I know the kind of damage Blood and Sand can do.
That's a hit.
Cool. And bonus action.
That's my girl. That's my baba.
That's
my
my
little
turn.
tiny baby.
Smack him up. These guys seem to be big sacks of hip.
Well, I'm not using spells on them then.
Mordecai, your turn.
Someone remind me, drawing and achieving a weapon, free action or like part of a movement, isn't it? For one,
Party
Free action for you can draw a weapon or sheath a.
like as part of
That's
part of my
your-
movement,
part
I
of
think
your
it
move,
is.
technically.
Yeah, part of your movement.
Okay.
You can draw or stow one weapon.
Okay,
If
so
you
I
want
would,
to do to 2 weapons, you have to take the dual wielder feat.
yeah, I
Hardly
would,
any part of your turn, not just your movement, but yeah.
yeah, it's part of your movement or action. I think it's what it says, but I couldn't remember exactly. Okay, I'll draw a dagger in my offhand, and I'll stab.
Go ahead.
Shankety shank.
Now remind me, because I don't have the dual wielding feat,
You
do
don't
I
get your proficiency on your second attack.
on the attack roll or damage roll or
No,
both?
the attack rolls are the same, but on the damage roll of your
So
offhand
damage,
one,
I don't
you
get
don't
my-
add your dexterity.
That's
so
perfect.
it's just a d4.
That's the one.
So it's 22 for the sword,
Yeah, that's
7
hit.
damage. And there's a,
Aw.
and I missed with the dagger.
You've
Roll
still
a
got
lot of
Hunter's Mark
ones.
on you, don't you?
No, I've not transferred it to this one.
Okay, never mind.
That was my bonus action to the offhand, wasn't
Being
it?
too flashy with the dagger, like, and look at this! Fuck!
That I will move to there.
This dagger is coated with poison.
I should not have reached it.
Oh shit.
Is that your turn, Mordecai?
Yeah, that's it.
Thrax's turn.
A thrack of a snack.
Attack!
I will look at the thing that just hit me with an axe, and I will great weapon master him. I have advantage
Reckless?
because
Oh,
he.
right.
No, I don't need it reckless.
The other guy reckless.
He's reckless.
They're so reckless.
Show him the error of his ways.
And it's great weapon, so it's plus 10 into it damages.
And then also with radiant damage from that because of divine fury because it's first hit.
24 damage.
Yeah.
In Warhammer,
And
Nicola
then-
the Wanderer, a single son.
Like,
His name
grip
is
weapon
Thrak.
adds another plus 10, so isn't that like 34 damage?
I think
He's got that
that's
included, didn't
No,
he?
he's already included it.
In
Ah,
the
never
slashing,
mind.
it's included.
Yeah, and the slashing.
You rolled a 2 on your damage dice, and you still got a
Yeah.
14 out of that.
And then Pew.
You gonna bite
Oh, yeah.
somebody?
He's still standing.
Oh yeah. And then hungering jaws. So
Yep.
take a bite. A bonus
Right
action.
out of you.
Ah,
That's a miss.
Yeah, figured that was
double
miss.
8s.
Unfortunate.
So that's
Thrak
that
wanted to
done.
eat him, but he ate him.
A deny of a snack.
This bonus action you can make a special attack. Yeah. Never mind. That's it.
That's it. Marin's turn.
Cool. Super interesting turn begins now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up to here. That one I hexed is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blade.
It's blessed.
I can't stop saying it like that.
Oh, Lord, to
Lee.
It's
Eldritch
Eldritch Blade.
See, I could spice it up and do like a chill touch, but it just does less damage.
Just Eldritch Blaze.
All
That's what
about
you
them
good at, girl.
numbers.
See, this is the
That's
trap
definitely a hit.
that spellcasters
I need
feel
to-
like
Don't
they
forget
have
your
to
hex
do
damage.
different spells when they don't.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah, yes, girls, you do need to roll a d6.
It's just a reminder. All it is.
Okay, you hit him
Yeah, there you
upside the face. He's a big cranky man.
Go to, I think she's hitting the druid.
It's the little one.
No, it was the one
Yeah,
that
the
was
druid.
hexed.
The one that was hexed.
Oh, yeah, you texted.
Yeah, the druid has like,
Yeah.
I hexed the
you
druid,
did.
yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought
I'm
you
taking
had-
out the ads, okay? It's
Yeah.
my job as a DPS.
See, she has played MMOs.
I know. I was an NG once.
All right, you blow a big hole in this druid. He's not looking happy.
Oh, fuck.
Juju, it's your turn.
Dodo!
With advantage.
Yep, with
Go
advantage.
ham. Go
I
ham.
miss.
You miss.
I just love it. It's like,
That's
you told
damage.
you, Lord of the Flame, you miss.
Spook, can't hobgoblins, when they miss a melee attack or something like that, and you're an ally?
Don't want to use that. I don't want to save it.
When the fuck else are you going to use it?
Don't know. We might have a much nastier fight later on. It's only me to add plus 5.
But will you remember it then?
But it might hit. I mean, 14s have been hitting these guys.
That's
No,
a 13.
I don't want to waste it just yet. I got other
Okay.
things I can do.
It's
But thank you
fine.
for reminding me, because I will forget that in the future. 5, 10, 15.
It's almost like I use hobgoblins as a major element of a campaign.
This is true. I shall move to there and sort of stand in the midst of everything.
You'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
No. That is what I do. If If you hit me now, Nemo, I swear to God. Yeah, that's it. You roll lower than a 19. Yeah.
That's what I thought, you little bitch.
I didn't panic. Yeah.
Don't call an eldritch being a little bitch. That's disrespectful.
So is that the end of your turn?
It is, yes.
I mean, I
can't
kind of
do
called
much at the
Cthulhu
moment.
that a lot. So,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
that's Cthulhu.
And
That's a
then
little
he
bit different.
killed
You were on
you.
like first name basis.
Okay, Mordecai, you're getting hit by a shillelagh.
You had seen his spells. It was very different back
Oh
then.
god, I'm glad that's not a crit.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
3 damage.
Thrak, you're also getting hit with a shillelagh. But first he's going to move around behind you.
Shillyloo.
Why? Lose Hunter's Mark.
Flanking.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ, Krauser, I went to message you, and the fucking Pokemon fusion shit is still the first thing I saw.
Oh no!
Blue, we will
Damn
explain
it.
later.
You take 3
Oh, my
damage.
pride!
He got
Wait,
You
why
will
does it...
get-
Oh, it's flanking.
You will get the idea that. Oh no, because that actually happened. Never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I was gonna be
Okay,
like, you get the idea
Juju,
that something
two-
bad happened in a parallel dimension, but no, it was this one.
Juju, 2 produce flames to your face.
You don't know who I am? Oh shit, they don't know who I am.
These aren't with advantage.
Why do
Oh,
you?
yeah,
Why do you?
okay. Yeah, you know who I am.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, I was right the first time. I'm Utoto, Lord of the Flame. Throw that fire elsewhere, please.
I
You're
just
the
imagine-
Lord of the Flame.
Lord of the Flame.
Flame. I just imagine he's just like chest out proudly, like, haha.
Okay,
I'm
Berserker,
headcanon that he's yelling this stuff. I am
Berserker on
total-
Thrak. Non-reckless attack because he's got flanking.
He's thinking. Oh shit.
using his brain.
No, his little dancer just been like, the fuck? That actually hits, and that's a decent number. I'm upset.
You take half of that damage. Sarah, reckless attack against you from the other berserker.
What?
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, you took 11. Oh no.
Ow.
She's in single digits.
No, I'm not. Shut up. You'll make Daz
That's
have a heart
amazing.
attack.
It's too late.
I'm not in single digits.
It's Pantherdas.
Panther Daz
Hopes
is
for
about
crit.
to bite your ass.
He hopes for a crit. Close.
That's definitely a hit.
As an axe hand like pulls back after they swung into Sarah, and they swing up again, not looking at him, he just leaps up from the back and just bites down that forearm, fucking attack dog style.
Yep.
Fangs into the fucking arm.
Yep. He shakes you off, leaving big rip marks in his arm. These guys are big. Sarah, it's your turn.
Why do these druids have armed bastards with them?
Ow. Well, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him back because that hurt.
As you don't know where to go for attacks.
I'm fine. I didn't take just half my health in one hit.
Oh fuck.
That's a hit.
No, you didn't. Took about a third.
And for my bonus
Is that all you're doing for your turn?
action, I'm gonna. Oh god, which one do I do?
Try and knock him down, I'd say.
I will spend a key point and do 2 more strikes.
You do have advantage on all these because of
Yes, I
he's
do.
reckless. Flanking besides.
Swing, swing.
Swing, swing, swing.
That was shit.
Oh,
Welcome to
Yes.
our world.
And 13.
That's actually a hit.
I was about to say I was. If they both missed, I would have been furious. I spent a key point on that. And that is my turn.
Alright, he's still standing. You're roughing him up, but these guys are big, health pool wise.
Please don't hit me again.
If he
Mordecai, your
doesn't hit
turn.
me, I'm gonna be so upset.
Stab.
Go ahead.
So 13
That's hit.
Sweet. 10 piercing damage. Is he still up?
Yes, but he is looking rough.
Dagger.
Hey,
Hey,
that's better.
That's a
4
hit.
damage.
And
Rolls
that's
a
just enough to kill him.
Hey.
Wow.
Max damage on both dice.
You
Nice.
you run the dagger across his neck, and it looks like he's going to try to keep going, but he sort of gurgles.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay, 1, 2, 15 foot across, 15 foot up. As part of the movement, I'll put my dagger back away.
Right up. That you done?
Yes.
Rack, it's your turn.
Thrack attack!
If you kill someone, you get a bonus action attack.
Great weapon, Master Reckless.
Ah!
Against who?
Righto.
Obviously, the thing in front of me.
Not helpful on a two-dimensional plane.
The big one or the little one?
Big one.
Okay.
Big one.
The one that's actually damage to me. Anyway.
It's about as helpful as saying, I attack the enemy.
That's a miss.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Well, alright.
You need some help?
Only just, but it's a miss.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay.
That's it? Okay. Marin, it's your turn.
What would Marin do?
Run away.
Run away.
Oh, we're being so little.
Fuck all of you.
Okay, sorry, not run away.
You spent all of
Just
last
turn around and
combat
be like,
going, we should run, guys, right? We should run.
We should run.
Yeah, I was right. Juju nearly died.
But we lived.
Stick to the boring turn. Stick to the boring turn.
That's what I have to do at the moment. I don't get second attack, so it's just move,
Nope.
attack, move.
That's a
Unless
hit.
you're reckless. Yeah. Hey, yeah,
No,
do
this
another.
against the druid. Which
Oh, he's
is,
a druid.
Yeah,
Duh. Oh.
got like 11 AC.
7.
He is down.
Hey!
Finally, I use my bonus action to move my hex, because I can do that,
Yep.
Yeah.
onto the barbarian dude that's max attack.
Yep.
And I will move a step this way, 2 steps this way, actually.
Good turn.
Actually, maybe 1 step that way. I don't want to be in a straight line. There we go.
Juju, it's your turn.
Okay, I shall move to this guy.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm going to move around the back of him so as I was there. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. If it can stick. And I should take a swing at him.
Marin, have you moved away from your rock?
I have moved on to the path.
Okay.
Yes. Hiding seemed pointless when everything was dying.
That's a hit, and that is damage.
And I'm going to do nothing with my bonus action, and I'm going to remain just there.
Alright. Back around the druid's turn. One's gonna shillelagh you, Juju.
Did you?
Funny thing is,
And
even
the
if
other
that
one.
hits, still in dirty damage.
The other one's gonna produce flame at you.
Told you before. No.
Fire.
No. No.
Stop it!
Oh.
And he's also looking to feck off.
I'm the fire guardian of the fire.
Fire. Fuck off.
Druid doesn't like the way this
Twigs,
is going.
twigs quiver before him.
Fuck off.
Okay, one's gonna attack Panther Boy recklessly.
Oh, we could have gone for Feistus.
I'm still standing.
The joke was right there, and we missed it.
And another one towards Thrak.
Take that 2.
Yeah, you take
Oh,
2
my
points.
pride.
Of damage.
You little bitch.
It's Panther time.
It's not Panther time.
It's
Is
Tonga
it
time?
a
I think
bonus
it's Tonga time.
I have to check actually really quick.
Dropping
it's-
form is an
That's not the
action.
first time today I've made that reference.
You can drop your form as a free action, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
a free action.
Okay, excellent. So
Yes.
I am going to do that. So I'm just going to move the token over to here for now because it's on my initiative. And I'll just grab Hadron. Hayden needs to be huge.
He's a small Hayden.
Yeah, where did you put him?
I'm going to stay right there.
There he is.
Here's where Humphrey was.
There you go.
So I'm going to pull up to that form.
Um,
I'm going to cast.
yeah, it's a bonus
Drop
action.
it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Bonus actions drop for.
Ah, okay.
Is it? Okay.
Okay. Alright, I don't want him to run. I really don't want him to run.
He's not going to get away from us, don't worry.
I want to make sure he doesn't.
There's like 3 people between him and the nearest nearest out.
Okay, so I still have my action then. So what I'm going to do is... I'm trying to see what might be better. Okay. Right, I'm just going to... Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my concentration on Pass Without a Trace. And I'm going to Healing Spirit here.
But they might see us.
Okay. Well, what animal is your healing spirit?
It is going to be...
Trash man.
It's going to...
Rubbish.
Gonna be a what, sorry?
A bear. It's
You
going
see
to be
a
brown bear.
horrid zombie-looking bear.
Should get that looked at.
It's going to stay right there. Wait, hang on. Is it a bonus action or an action to cast this? Oh shit, I can't do it. Can't do it. Bonus action. Sorry.
We need to
So-
look for things that are an action to cast.
Right, I'm just going to move to here. I'm just
It's
gonna put my
rare
hand...
that it is this way round.
Yes, I'm going to put my hand out to Sarah and cast Cure Wounds at second level. I'll cast it at second level.
Ooh,
Right
okay. That's a relief because I was probably bleeding pretty badly. Woo!
12 health.
I'm back at full health, yay!
Whoop!
There, it's your turn.
I feel revitalized! I will smack this asshole in the face!
That's not anatomically correct.
Depends on the
If you
guy.
smack his
Go
ass
ahead.
so hard, it'll go up to his face.
The
Depends on
question
the- yeah,
is,
definitely
do you
depends on
punch
the
a
person.
dick in the head or do you punch a dickhead?
Oh, fuck my mind.
Sacred choice that opens up in front of you.
We
The high
cover a
road
lot
or
of
the low
philosophy
road.
on this stream. A lot of philosophy.
Roll your attack.
This is why they come for the important questions.
Yep, because of reckless, that hits.
And yeah, I'll try again to key point bonus action 2 more.
You'll also try again to click the right direction.
Shut up, you! Nobody saw that.
I did.
Goes on
Go
to the
ahead.
Twitch chat to watch it.
You can't see it because it's not on camera.
That's a miss.
God damn it! That's better.
That's a hit.
That's my turn.
He's still standing. You're pounding away at him, but he's just made a...
Back at full health.
Mordecai, your turn.
Or fly.
You know exactly who we want you to get.
You ain't getting away from me, bitch.
See, I'll dash to here.
He takes the form of a high elf and just boom.
Still short out, and I will. I'm like dash. I can't. This is bonus action, and fuck, I'll get my
You
dagger back
have-
out again. That's it.
Why did you put your knife away?
Because I've got enough. I was gonna switch back to my bow, but then someone ran, so I wanted to stop him from running.
Back, it's your turn.
Track attack time.
Smack track.
Time? It's Tonga time.
Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time.
A Reckless Great Master.
Reckless Great
That's
Master.
it.
There were words in there. Ah!
Whew.
Just as an FYI, if I disappear suddenly, it's because my laptop blue screened again.
Oh,
It means
no.
acting as though it may.
Well, it's
that
quarter past
was,
11, so we need to finish soon anyway.
We are just going to try and raid up this combat.
Eh,
Yep, that's quite a hit. Is that it for your turn?
I don't think I can just bite as a.
Can.
Yeah, that's just.
Once I'm afraid.
Or you
Well,
can use-
as a joke, I have bite, but the Hunger and Jaws thing is a bonus action.
Yeah. It's if you get disarmed, you can just like bite with a d6.
Bad.
Alright, Marin. I just oh,
You're
sorry.
able to miss.
I missed.
Nope.
A little bit premature there, darling.
I was excited.
Juju, your
Oops,
turn.
sorry. For some reason, I'm sorry, I'm going a bit.
It's cool.
Wow, I actually rolled a natural one.
Jesus.
Alright. And the
Yeah,
one
that's
time
a
I
miss.
actually rolled some decent damage.
God, last session we had like 12 natural 20s. It feels like we've had 12 natural 1s in this session.
Just gonna reposition myself.
Great weapon attack against Thrak.
Oh, shit.
Second great weapon attack against Hadron.
No!
Oh, shit. I think you guys need some help.
A shillelagh to Juju. And a shillelagh to Mordecai.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, did you just swap me out, Nemo, to have a 16 initiative?
He did.
You still have top initiative. It's just that I remember you had top initiative, so yeah.
Okay. Taking
Your
that
turn.
hit to the chest. Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Would you
I'm just
rather
going to use
put up your
bomb.
spirit?
No, no, because I need to do something else. So what I'm going to do is actually instead I'm going to use a bomb of the Southern Court on myself for a d6.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bonus action for 6, and I get 1
Nice.
temporary health.
Nice.
So just a sec there while I go. I'm actually going to put this, and I'm going to. Okay. There's this lunar effect that goes on in Hadron's eyes, and he just points out into the area in which this guy encompasses, and behind him, and I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Right up.
It can only be cast at 2nd level.
Nice.
It's a Constitution saving throw on his part, if I'm correct. Let's see. At the start of their turn, when it's first time or at the start of their turn, so this is the first time and at the start of his turn, it's a Constitution saving throw from him now and 1 from his turn, and that'll be another 2d10 on his turn.
Don't think a 5 is going to
He
succeed.
fails, and he dies.
Oh shit.
Hey!
As the beam of moonlight just bores through the back of this guy.
He mooned him to death.
Hadron just extends out his hand and begins looking out towards the druids that are in the field, and you just hear this voice ring out from all the trees. Rock.
Sarah, your turn.
I'm gonna go running 5, 10.
Just remember, this zone you don't step in, honey. Little baby
This
child,
isn't
step this
actually
way.
what, yeah.
Over to here, and I'm gonna attack this druid.
Go ahead.
Smack. Smack!
This druid's been so confident, like looking away, just jump.
Tap, 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 tap. Ah! Bang!
Yep, you give him quite a hard whack on this to the point you see a bit of bone come out.
Fuck. Ooh, compound fracture. Those are nasty.
Is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action for another one, but only for 1.
You kick into the leg again, and it's sort of popping out a bit.
Ooh, compound fractures are nasty. That ends my turn.
Mordecai, your turn.
A stab.
You stab. Go ahead.
I've been waiting 25 seconds for this. Jesus.
They both hit.
Jesus, no chill.
So I think 11. No, math. 11.
Yep, I got it.
70.
You're slicing some fingers off there, here and there. Thrak, your turn.
Now the guy in front of me, he reckless.
You what?
The guy that attacking, he reckless or no?
Yes, he did.
Okay, cool. Just great weapon master, non-reckless.
Righto.
But you do have advantage.
That's it.
Hey!
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
You just put your halberd right through him. His stomach is actually on the end of it.
Ooh. No,
Snack.
man. You get a bonus action attack.
The snack.
To snack.
No, he can use his halberd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can only move 6.
That's within 30 feet of movement,
5,
yeah.
10, 15, 20,
Maybe at reach,
25, 30,
Yeah,
35.
Yeah. He can get to
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and then he.
Still have, you can still hit him with reach.
It's a reach weapon.
I use a halberd.
It is if you track.
He's holding it fucking backwards.
Hey guys, what's going on over there?
Alright, Mary.
Reckless weapon master.
That's a hit.
21
I think
damage.
it's probably dead.
This guy with the damaged leg with a bit of bone sticking out, you swing the halberd so it hits that part of the leg, and not only does it clearly cut off the leg fully, it cuts off the other leg on the way.
Also, anybody looking at Rack when he's running up, it looks like the fucking flappy lizard just.
Yeah.
Yes.
The legs going in a circle.
Yeah.
Maren, it's your turn.
That's what's just happened.
Well,
A singular strike.
Remember, Eldritch Blast range is
it's 120
nigh
feet.
infinite.
That's 87 feet from you.
And you can also move Hex.
He's in within range of you. That's 55 feet.
Yeah, trust me, he's in range.
If he doesn't, if he doesn't,
You guys might have to help me with math because I'm struggling a bit.
What's your
Oh.
math?
you can hit him. You can
He's
definitely
in
hit him.
range. You can definitely hit him.
There we go.
That's a hit.
You did 7
Extra-
damage, Curls.
Extra d6. Fuck you. I can
I'm not
read.
laughing
I'm
at you.
just-
Sorry,
Nothing
10
else.
damage. You did 10 damage.
So 7 plus 3 curls.
Is 10. Is it 10?
Girls, how would you
Go
like to
away.
finish off the last word?
Hey!
With the math.
I helped!
Marin just like walks up to the top of this hill and is like, "Oh, so that's where everything was going down," and just like throws an Eldritch Blast with out just like randomly, just like
Yep.
just like hits this one on the tailbone and is like, "Oh, that worked."
Sorry, curls. You said Eldritch Blast. You mean Eldritch Blaze?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
You Eldritch blast him right in the tailbone, and from Mordecai's perspective, it looks like his crotch area has just exploded all over.
Has that effect on people?
Perfect.
Good question,
Goodness
Nemo.
gracious, great balls of fire!
Question,
So
Nemo.
I've
All
answered
these
your
lovely
Blue.
fellows.
I've answered your question.
So, well,
See all these fellas? What the fuck's going on with them?
They're not there.
Yeah,
Ignore them.
they're further away.
they seem to be recoiling, particularly from Marin, who is holding that staff, if you recall.
Oh.
But that is where we'll leave it for this.
Bitches.
Because I was gonna say, I was just gonna move my moonbeam over the next minute or so, just like blender over them.
Cool, well, we'll have
Thanks
to find out
everyone
about
for
that next
joining
week.
us. Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Good game.
Sam.
Bye-bye.
That was so much fun.
Bye.
Bye.